Hey Value, how's it going? Thank you for coming by early. It's always good to have someone in the chat to kind of shoot the breeze with before we get started here. So I did a little bit of testing out earlier to get this working. If you saw the Discord, you probably saw my story about how things went today. So I was hoping to have this done earlier, but there were complications. Thankfully, they're all out of the way now. So I at least was able to see if this worked with OBS without any issues. I downloaded the latest version of PCSX2. It's called. Hey, Shadowcat. Welcome, and yeah, thank you too. For those who may be joining either the stream who don't know or are watching this after the fact, I'm celebrating today for the anniversary of uploading Let's Plays to this channel. I guess I'll get into the history of why it's such a complicated, awkward term for that, rather than something straightforward and simple like the anniversary of the channel. I just want to see if I can get the program running before I get into the whole story. And I need to actually get to the folder where it's located, because it's not, or is it? Let me see. PCSX, no, I thought so. I have to find the folder where I installed it. Or extracted it to, technically. If we want to be the best kind of correct, as they say. Okay, there, I have the thing running now. I'm glad you like the cover image. I found it as one of the general concept arts of, oh, there's already an update for this program that I downloaded earlier today. That's hilarious. Changes, a game database update for various fixes. Jordan the Toaster. I think I can go without the update. That's funny. It's a piece of concept art from the anime itself. The original one, I think. And I basically took it and I kind of made it a little bit higher resolution and in the, what's the word I'm looking for? Aspect ratio to fit the thumbnail, essentially. Technology's amazing these days, I'll tell you what. So yeah, to go over the history of the channel, which maybe I'll do this as like a own recording. Whatever, I'll do it. So, starting off on YouTube, this channel is actually, and I just checked this out earlier, but I'm going to double check to make sure I have the date exactly right. So, I created the YouTube channel all the way back on April 16th, 2007. So it's actually kind of funny, because it's just about a month off from when I'm doing this here. Now, the thing is, when I set up the YouTube channel, I wasn't really uploading videos for, I guess, a couple of years at least, maybe 2 or 3. And then sometime around 2009, 2010, I kind of discovered people doing Let's Play videos or videos of games in general, kind of documenting their experience playing the game, talking about how they first encountered it, how they felt when they were playing it, that sort of thing. So eventually, I got into making those kinds of videos, but before that, mostly what I was doing on YouTube was kind of watching, I don't know if anyone else is old enough to remember this, maybe someone after the fact. I think you guys are rather young, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe I'm wrong, actually. I don't usually make a point of trying to figure out how old everyone is, but anyway. When I was straight on YouTube, I was watching a lot of stuff like they called them YouTube poop back in the day, where it was people would make edits of these random videos that were mostly like Mario cartoon, Zelda cartoon. What else would they do? Sonic the Hedgehog was a popular one as well. And there was this weird thing called Dr. Rabbit, which I don't know what it is to this day. I think it was some kind of like a public service announcement for dental care, essentially. Or maybe it was sponsored by Crest or something like that. I don't know exactly what it was. but it was this weird thing with a rabbit who would, like, he was a dentist, and they would mix that in there too. So randomly you'd have like clips of Mario and Luigi doing things, and there'd be Dr. Rabbit, and it all sounds like a fever dream now, but I remember that was very popular on YouTube, at least at one point. And another thing I would kind of watch a lot back in that early day was the abridged series they would do for certain things. I didn't watch a whole lot of them, nor did I watch the ones that are mostly known now, because the most popular one at this point, still going this day, is the Dragon Ball one, which I did watch some of, but I wasn't overly obsessed with. It wasn't my favorite one. The one that I kind of watched a lot of was, there was something called Yu Yu Hakusho Abridged, which I enjoyed a lot, and the other one was Death Note. It was Death Note Abridged, that's right. And there have been several people that did Death Note Abridged, and the problem is I can't remember the one I used to listen to. I think maybe it got taken down at one point, because that was an issue with YouTube for a while, the whole copyright thing. They kind of, at one point they were lax on it to the point where they didn't do anything at all. Then later on they got very strict on it, and now there's kind of like a medium, a middle ground that they operate on, it seems. Or value your inputs as a dentist appointment tomorrow. Well, that is appropriate. So that's what I was kind of watching in the early days of YouTube before I started doing things with this channel in terms of uploading myself. And the thing that kind of got me into Let's Play specifically was some of you may know this already, I'm a huge fan of Morrowind in particular. The Elder Scrolls games in general. And with Morrowind, I would like mod that game and play it years and years after it came out. Because you have to remember, Morrowind came out in like 2002. I think I started playing in 2003 or 2004. And even though Oblivion came out in 2006, which is funny to think because that's only like 4 years after Morrowind came out. Now there's like 20 years between Elder Scrolls games with the way they're going with Skyrim. And I was looking at the Morrowind forums, kind of like checking out new mods, you know, looking for that sort of thing. And then I found a thread where it was about someone who was doing a Let's Play of that game. And I didn't know what it was at the time, right? It was like new to me. So I ended up watching this guy's video, and it was pretty cool because he was playing Morrowind, he was playing with the mods and everything that I like to see in the game. And his name was Ramus of Ashbourne. He doesn't make videos anymore, and I think he actually took his videos down at one point. And there's a whole history I could get into that goes from there that gets very complicated very quickly because it involves personalities that actually became rather well known on YouTube. And quite the drama, and there's like actually a kind of tragic ending to it, I think. Though part of me is conspiratorial, and I almost feel like some of it is BS, but I don't really have anything to go off of there, so I'll just be kind of talking out my butt. But anyway, a little time after that, I did end up doing my own kind of videos. So I'm like, if other people can do this, I can do this. Why not? It became more and more common for people to do their own Let's Plays, so I'm like, I'm gonna do some. And I started out with Twilight Princess because it was still relatively new of a Zelda game, and I loved Zelda. And going from there, we started doing a lot of other games that I don't know if I could really say nostalgic for at the time, because you have to remember, so Twilight Princess in 2011 when we started out was about, what, 5? Yeah, I guess about 5 years old, because I think it came out in 2006, or 2007 maybe, so close enough. You know, even in 2011, Orphen was only 10 years old at that point. Or maybe 11, because I think it came out in late 2000. So maybe it was like 10 and a half, if you want to be accurate. So they actually weren't, like, that old. Because you go back 10 years now, and what do you got? Like, even Skyrim at this point is now 12 years old, nearly. So, sort of retro games, but games I just kind of enjoyed. Games that I wanted to kind of share my experience with it on YouTube, because like, if you watch my first Let's Play of Orphen, you know I kind of make fun of it a lot, because it's not a perfect game, but it was something I did want to show up for the internet, because not a lot of people had heard of the game, or played the game. There were a couple of people, including Mike, of course, who actually were doing Let's Plays of it, but I wasn't actually seeking them out myself to watch them, until sort of later on. So let's get into it. That's kind of a bring up to speed on the origins and everything. I guess we could talk more about this later, but let's get into the game itself, right? Right. Funny enough, I actually transitioned over to some of the Wild Arms music. Another early game that I did, right? So I'm gonna boot up the game here. Hopefully it works smoothly. And this is being what's the word for it? Well, I can't think of the exact word for it. But it's essentially being redone in upscaled. Look, this is Activision, back when Activision was making awesome games. Not just re-releasing Call of Duty 100 million times. Probably should start recording this as well. Alright. So it's booting up. This is on emulator. So I'm booting it up with all of the enhancements. Upscaled graphics. I think it's supposed to be at like 8 times the resolution of the original PlayStation. The emulator seems to have come a long way too. Because I remember back when I was doing this on emulator another time, it had a fair number of issues that kind of had to be worked around. Actually, I think if we wait long enough here, we'll see the intro, right? So let me keep the hands off the controller for a little bit, see if we get that intro to play. Because it's actually pretty cool. Just give it a second. And now when I was checking out the emulator, most of it was pretty straightforward. Like when I booted up the game just set to the 8 times resolution, it actually looks pretty decent. I didn't have to do any messing around with game configuration, so shows you how far these things have come over the years. I can't remember when it was I last tried out the emulator, but it was actually 2 or 3 versions ago, because I think this is like 1.17 or something, and mine was 1.15. And even that was more recent than whenever the last one was that I used. Is it going to go to the thing? Maybe by messing around I stopped from doing so. That could be a possibility. I shouldn't have clicked on the thing. I could probably reset it. Let's see. Because it actually is a pretty cool opening thing they do here. I don't think I captured some of this in the original recording anyway, so I'll get to see it again. Yeah, the startup screen is cool, and I really like the music. It actually sounds a lot like the PlayStation 2 boot music in general. If you remember what that used to sound like. No idea what that says, even to this day. Shade. Maybe if I just didn't hit a button here, it would have gone to the intro. I can't remember how it was. It's been a long time since I last played this now. Yeah, without hitting start here, I think it'll go to the intro. That's what it is. I'll let them spin around a few times. Now, what it is with this game is you can set it to widescreen by going into the menu, and that's what I wanted to do right away. Because right now it's kind of stretched. This is how a lot of these old games were. If they did have a widescreen mode, basically what it did was it actually made the graphics in-game kind of quash. That way when it's manually stretched out, it looks good. Anyway, here we go. It's actually playing now. It's very epic. Yeah, so Orphen, for whatever reason, flies in the intro. I know we said this during the original Let's Play of this game, but he never flies in the game itself. I don't know what that's all about. This guy we're going to meet later is called Zeus. You get to meet up with 3 characters, and I'm not sure we're going to start off with. I think... Yeah, Value Input said probably Sephi's story because of the least amount of Cleo in it. We could go that way. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't share this in Discord. Maybe I'll do that real quick. Let's see if I do this on... Oh, you know I don't have Discord installed on this. Well, hold on. I got another idea. Alright, just want to make sure the intro played out, because I didn't know if clicking off the screen was going to mess up anything. No, it doesn't seem to be. Alright, so let me just get the link. I'm going to put this on Discord officially, so people can come over when they're ready. I think the intro's probably going to play itself again if we take long enough. I'll just interrupt it. Oh, it's showing a scene from the game now. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I remember it did it now. There we go. Very good. Alright. Neat demo and all. But we don't really need to see this. You went all galaxy brain there. Blasting off like Team Rocket. I could see that. There we go. Now, of course, we're going to see a whole new intro of the game. I guess I'll be quiet for this, since some of you may not have seen this before.
I love this town, don't you? Yeah.
Let's see. We should be pretty close.
Hey, you good-for-nothing sorcerer! Huh?
I love this part.
Poor guys. Come on. Hold it right there! Huh?
Wow, they're already standing up.
I think they're becoming immune.
I want to pay off my debt. You're gonna have to come with me, though, and whatever's left over is gonna be mine.
Vulcan, what are you talking about?
I'm all ears, guys.
Yeah, it's definitely how explosions work. Eventually, you just get immune to it, huh? Yeah, now we see those characters you saw in the intro a little bit. That's Mar. He's having a good old time. So there's actually something really funny about this. Now, I'm not going to say spoilers about this game, because there actually is some interesting stuff that happens. Now, there might be people in here later on who come out with spoilers, because obviously it's an older game, over 20 years now. Hey, J-Pedal, you made it over. Good to see you. How you been? Well, yeah. Why would I deny that? You know, you can't really deny reality at some point.
Oh, man. I'm never gonna get any sleep. I sure hope this storm doesn't get any worse.
I mean, in reality, this game is older than, some of the people that watch the channel. Though actually not so much anymore. Maybe I'll mention that later.
It's getting worse.
You call this a storm? It'll take more than this to bother me. I'm Volcano Vulcan from the streets of Masmaturia. Uh-oh.
Looks like the streets of Masmaturia didn't prepare you for a little seasickness.
Shut up! You know I've always suffered from a weak constitution. I'm too sensitive for this. Hey, when's this bucket getting us to Arvin Rama?
We should get there in about 3 days.
What? I want my money back!
Money? What money? Orphen paid for our tickets.
Of course he did! He's lucky to have us looking out for him.
Yeah, what kind of idiot would buy that crazy story? Easy money working as a bodyguard for a merchant in Arvin Rama. Yeah, right. Hey, now that I think of it, we shouldn't have to go out this far just to get to Arvin Rama. Are you sure we're on the right ship?
Of course we're on the right ship! You idiot!
Ugh. Well, I hope you're right.
So the funny thing about this is there's no subtitles in this game. So I have to just kind of be quiet for that. Let me know how the volume is, by the way. If it's good for the characters.
Oh, Rufus, I miss you so much. What should I do? I am so close. Should I go on? What I'm doing only for you, dearest Rufus, my one and only true love.
Okay, Magnus. You cross this line and I'll slug you. And I mean it.
Yes, ma'am. I won't cross your precious line. I didn't want to share a room with you either.
This is so unfair. Why can't I have my own cabin?
We were only able to book 2 cabins, and Master said he needed to have one to himself. He said he couldn't stand sharing a room with a kid.
Are you calling me a kid?
It wasn't me. I mean, I didn't. It was the Master. Hey, what was that? I thought I saw...
I'm sorry, I just love the way
There's
Magnus's
nothing
face
out there.
just turns there.
But I thought I saw something.
It's just rain hitting the window.
Are you sure?
Oh no, check out. This is from 2000, this game itself. Yeah, they're just making noise.
Ah! Master!
Oh, Orphen!
What now?
Monsters!
Snakes! Big flying snakes!
What?
Yeah, big ones. They're everywhere. Hurry. Come on, let's get off the ship.
Yeah, he is not having their stuff. I think I could raise the game volume a little bit in this, so I'm going to. Essentially, what I was going to say, I was being quiet for that because this game does not have subtitles in it, as you can see. And it might be a little bit hard to hear the characters sometimes, so I don't want to talk over them. That's actually something people complained about the initial Let's Play I did of this. And at one point, I was actually doing the subtitles sort of manually, but it was too much of a pain. So I think maybe I did the first video, and that's about it. Just had to be snakes. The funny thing is, you never see the snakes. Spoilers. They tell you about snakes. Well, you'll see.
Someone's in trouble.
Look at the angles here.
Whoa! What the hell?
Fancy camera
I will
work.
not. I can handle these pests. Get out of here now.
Orphen, help him!
What do you want me to do?
Whoa!
The crates helped them.
Oh my!
There's nothing we can do. Let's find a way
Exactly.
out.
So, he's totally dead, right? I was gonna say, so Shakat, the game is based off of an anime, and I guess a manga series as well.
You know,
And
I had a bad feeling about this trip from the very start.
Well then, why didn't you tell us before?
I did tell you before, but you ignored me.
Shut up already! There's more important things to worry about. The ship is crawling with monsters.
Well, duh! What are we supposed to do about it?
Enough! Let's just get to the deck.
yeah, I hope you don't mind listening to two kids bickering constantly, because that's gonna happen a lot in this game. Don't worry, there'll be other characters too, arguing eventually as well. And they did make an adaptation. I think they kind of came around the same time in the US and in Japan. But I think the PlayStation came out a little bit earlier in Japan.
Hey! Somebody ransacked
But don't
our
quote me on
room.
that.
Ah! My luggage! It's gone! Oh! My favorite dress was in there!
Cleo! How can you worry about your dumb clothes at a time like this?
Magnus?
Yeah, so
You're
the character's
supposed
already
to be taking
established.
care of my luggage, and now look what's happened! Oh!
And they're sort of
This
like
is
this in
all
the
your
anime, but
fault.
not quite.
My fault? Why is it
It's
my
a bit
fault?
exaggerated in
Knock
this,
it off. Let's go.
the way they argue. I don't think it's as much in the anime. Yeah, you can tell Orphen's already sick of them. I don't know how he keeps traveling with them, with the way he sounds in this game. He's just like ready to kill them right then and there. Now sometimes you get additional scenes, and I didn't know that right away, but... Okay, we have to do the next part to advance this. Nothing over here. Let's come in this room. I remember this part well. We're gonna see something fun in a second here. So opening up chests. Hey, it's a lot like a Zelda game, isn't it? Open up a chest. Get a healing pot. Open up a chest. get another healing pot. No fancy music though, right? A little bit at the end, but it's very subdued, not like Zelda. And what do we get in this one? Oh, well, we get a different angle. What's going on here? What's in this chest? Well, apparently that chest had a giant flood of water in it.
Look!
I hate when that happens.
My jeans are ruined!
Let's go.
This is like one of the weirdest things in a game. I don't know why that happens. I guess maybe it's just supposed to be a coincidence that he opens the chest and the ship gets flooded at the same time, but it really seems like there's just a bunch of water inside the chest that comes pouring out. Everything's ruined. At least for this side of the ship. This side's still fine, huh?
I wonder if that guy we saw is okay.
Let's get going.
Yeah, the additional scenes aren't really that much. Like, there's a little bit of extra dialogue between the two characters. And Orphen kind of chimes in with this, "Shut up, guys, we gotta keep going." Like he does in all these rooms that you go in.
Hey, lady!
Don't worry about me. You should get out as soon as possible,
Oh, and this lady has to
too.
show off. Well, alrighty then.
Oh, wow!
Enough! We've got to get out.
And for
I
some
don't
reason,
wanna die
Cleo
here
freaks
with
out.
You guys.
Yeah, totally.
Picture the ship being at an odd angle since one side is sinking right now. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, when you kind of just stand still, I mean, you have to keep in mind it's an older game. It's not like the ship is moving in any way it seems like it's actually sinking, which is the funny thing about it. Hey, Clarity, what's going on with you? Welcome. Just going back where we were? Yeah. That's easy to get turned around, huh? So we're in this room. There we go. I knew there was something they would say in one of these rooms.
I hope that lady made it up the rope okay.
Who knows? I'm hoping we'll live to find out.
Come on, let's get going.
You can't really examine the books to see if they said anything special. You saw her kind of pining away in the other cutscene and may wonder if she wrote something down.
Oh no, the hallway's blocked off.
Oh no. Let's go in this room first, right? Yeah.
It looks like whoever was here is gone now.
Yeah, I mean, who would just waste their time looking around on a sinking
You two,
ship?
what the hell's going on here?
Hmm. These two.
Well, I'm not really sure, actually.
We're stealing
Hey.
pots.
Dorton! Hurry it up, will ya? Get that food in a sack. Grab as much as you can, you idiot.
Yeah, the bowls
We're
are
gonna
empty
need
though. What
all of
food?
this.
Hey, you thieving scoundrels! This is no time to be stealing!
I love that voice line. You thieving scoundrels. It's no time to be stealing. Well, thieving scoundrels are gonna thieve, Orphen. You can't do much about it.
What?
It's kind of in the name, thieving scoundrels.
Well, it looks like we're in for a fight.
Oh, okay, we're getting to our first fight of the game. Here we go. And out of nowhere, a giant enemy crab. Now, it's actually pretty straightforward, and some of you may know I did a speedrun this game at one point, and there's like a specific way to do this, to do it as quickly as possible. I don't remember what it is. Kind of want to block. I think we could turn. Oh, he's actually staying still for us to hit. I think we could hit the.
Bite of
Oh.
lightning!
No, we couldn't.
A bite of lightning!
So if you target those, you get the lightning on him.
Oh, pyro!
So you have one attack that's a projectile, and the other creates a little circle where if you cast it, it'll hit anything within the circle. that's basically what we're doing. We also have a sword attack we can use when they're up close, the enemies. To defend against this here. Basically dead. The health is weird in this game because it's indicated by that little bar you see at the top, that little red gem. Essentially. Oh, he's moving away. Kind of moves back and forth like this. Eventually he'll pick up some of... Oh, he's about to die. Here we go. But before he dies, he has one last nasty trick. Oh, or should I say she? Yeah, she has one nasty trick up her sleeve, I should say. And that's a bunch of babies. Yeah, that's why I had to quickly correct myself. Go, Orphen, go! No! Don't get caught by the giant crab babies. A little bit silly to call them the giant crab babies. I guess so. And if we charge up enough, we unleash an elemental summon, which is very dramatic. And we flood the ship. Oh, there's one still alive. Or maybe a couple. I see in the background. Charge up. Yeah, you can let them hit you. They're not going to do too much damage. Usually you can kill them all with one hit, but I probably was targeting the wrong part of the ship. There we go.
Now that was easy.
Yes, it was. And a nice little reward you get. When we defeat boss encounters like this, you usually get one of these.
The Shield of Immunity!
The Shield of Immunity. Reflects poison attacks back to all enemies.
Yeah. That was probably a good clue for you guys when I said, like, oh, I have to actually consider it a she, because you'll see soon enough.
Orphen, are you okay?
Master?
Where were you two?
We were cowering in fear. They actually do join you for fights later. I guess with that when they want to start you off solo. Can't really control them in the fights, though. They kind of do their own thing and are mostly useless, I have to admit.
Yeah, I'm soaked.
Oh no, we're sinking! We've gotta get out!
Yeah, that's right, the old sound bites. I might have to actually add them back in at some point. To let you guys in on a little secret, I do have the bot working again, but I don't have it really programmed to do anything. So I will look into setting that up. Do they get an A for effort? I guess we can see in the fights ahead. Oh yeah, so this may be lost on people now because these games are a bit older now. Not as many people remember them. The franchise itself is kind of abandoned at this point. Maybe it'll be revived in the near future, but some of the voices in this game you may recognize from other games. Orphen is voiced by Quentin Flynn, and he provided the voice of Raiden in the Metal Gear Solid series. Specifically, he was in 2, 4, and I think he actually did have some cameo in Metal Gear Solid 3 as well, but it was like a different role. And then the disembodied voice you heard when we got the item was the Colonel, and I forget what his name is now. I used to know it. But he was the Colonel in the Metal Gear Solid games. Oh, and Cleo was,
Hey, there's 2 doors.
one of the
Okay, let's take the door on the right.
characters as well. I can't remember what her name was. I think it was Naomi. Yeah, that's right.
No, I don't think so. We should take the door on the left.
Oh, and how do you know the left way is better?
Instinct.
Huh?
Knock it off, you two. We have to hurry.
Oh, yeah, that's correct. He was also in the Rising
Where did all this
Revengeance one.
smoke come from?
Hurry!
Come on. Let's get going.
You know what's funny? I actually did play it a little bit, but I never got far in it because I didn't like it. And it seemed like no one liked it at the time it came out. But for whatever reason, now, like, all of a sudden people always talk about it. And I don't really know why. It's kind of one of those weird things. It's a game that kind of flew under the radar when it came out, and then, like, later on people quoted it or whatever for some reason. And I don't understand it because it's like the one Metal Gear game I never played.
Magnus! Cleo! Damn! What the hell's going on around here?
What the hell? Oh yeah, I forgot about these. Get ambushed by bugs. So if we walk around a bit, we could talk to some characters.
Hey.
Master, this is Sephi. She was being attacked, so I helped her out. Lucky I was there.
Yeah,
Sephi,
very lucky.
This is my teacher.
I've never seen such horrible beasts. What in the world is happening?
Okay, calm down. I don't really know, but I intend to find out.
Oh, I'm all right now. My name is Sephi.
Orphen, nice to meet you. Well, looks like this ship is going down.
Oh no, not when I'm so
Way to calm her down,
close.
Orphen.
That amulet.
Master, we can't leave Sephi here alone. Let's take her with us.
Should we let her join? Nah, not yet.
You two better wait here. I'm gonna go check on the others.
Yes, sir.
So the trick to Orphen is there actually are a couple of different characters, and by a couple I mean 3, that you get to accompany during the course of the game, and it changes up what happens in the game itself by quite a bit actually. So Magnus is with one. Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering, I don't know who voices Magnus. I don't remember if he's from anything in particular. I feel bad because like the one of the characters, the main characters anyway, that I kind of forget who it's supposed to be. Cleo's up there, but I think if we come back over here now, something will happen.
Hey kid, come down from there. What's the matter with him?
Yeah, so that kid we saw is hanging up there for some reason. No one knows how he got up there either. And of course down at this end, here we go. See what they're up to.
Ah, Orphen, where have you been?
So, you're not dead yet.
Thanks to this gentleman.
And you are?
I am Zeus, the mercenary. Unless I'm mistaken, you must be a sorcerer.
That's right. The name is Orphen.
Say no here as well.
Do me a favor and watch this little brat for a while.
Who are you calling a brat?
I want to go check on the others.
Very well.
I want to check on the others. Okay, Orphen. So, this is where we get our choice. We can either join up with Cleo, with Magnus, or if we go back to the other side of the ship, it'll automatically begin the quest with the little boy. It's called Mar. I think what we're going to go with is... Well, let's see. So, I know we have Shadowcat in the chat still at this point. I know we had Value Inputs and JPedal here earlier. What do you guys say? Do you guys have a preference? So, to remind you, there's Sephi, Zeus up there, and Mars, the little boy, and he's on the top of the ship. So what do you guys feel like going with here? Now, usually, I think the game kind of wants you to start with Sephi. At least that's what it seems like when you play the game for the first time. But it actually doesn't make the biggest difference. The way the game plays out is completely different no matter which one you go with. So it's not like you're going to see things out of order by going with any particular one. And I'm going to quickly do something while I'm waiting. Be right back. Ooh, so far it looks like you're the only one still in the chat at this point, Shadowcat. So that puts all the power in your hands. Quite the pressure. Actually, there's something I do want to see here, because when the lightning flashes, it kind of produces that kind of scanline effect. Now, it's not the biggest deal, but I wonder if there's a way to change that. I wonder if I can do that without getting the game to crash too much. So I'm going to do that in the meantime. I think this is under filtering, deinterlacing. Ah, that's what it is. So it's on automatic. Oh, Nanotrite's here, so Nanotrites can get a say too. I mean, it is open to anyone. Right now, Shadowcat is leaning towards the Kid Mar. Let me see if this is better. Oh no, this introduces the that weird kind of bobbing effect. Okay, not this one. Oh, this one's good. It's Bob Bottomfield first, full frame. This one seems to be the best. Adaptive, which is what I think it was on, has the little scan lines like that, but it's not all the time. It's only with that weird flicker. So I'm gonna keep it on Bottomfield first. That looks the best right now. Right, there we go. You just been lurking now, Trites? It's all good. Oh, I'm just changing the emulator settings, Shadowcat. Just to try to make the game look a little bit better. Since it's an older game, it does have interleasing involved in it, and you can kind of fix that a little bit. So should we go with Mar? What do you guys say? It sounds like what Shadowcat wanted. It's sort of the hidden option, because you wouldn't really know how to get it unless you go back there. What's interesting is someone left a comment just recently on the Orphen Let's Play I have on my second channel, and I noticed it. I'm like, oh yeah. And they mentioned that you could get the Mar playthrough by reading the instruction book, because they actually included information in there. So is that what you guys want to go with? Before I go up the staircase and lock it in? So I think it'll play it right away if we go up here. I feel like I should have the a little sound effect for when we're reading. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't really have the instruction books in games anymore, do they? Most games are digital anyway. Alright, so let's do so. I think we have to try to go back inside. Yep.
Let's go and check the cabin area again.
Yeah, let's leave with the Jeopardy music.
There still
Final
might be
Jeopardy.
people down there.
Yeah. Where's Vulcan and Dorton?
Who cares?
Huh?
I'm sure they'll be fine on their own.
Well, okay. They probably don't want our help anyway.
Look,
No,
we're
they
going to
wouldn't.
be up to our necks in water if we don't hurry.
Now, as Value kind of hinted at... Uh-oh, and here we go. This is the snake they were talking about.
What is
Oh, hey,
that?
Team Master's here.
Oh my.
Welcome, man. It's good to see you. How you been?
What should we do?
Oh no, we're sinking!
You two, find someplace
I know, I
safe.
figured some people
I'll
would like
handle
seeing this
one
again.
myself.
Oh, that was a cool way to celebrate. So, yeah, this is the giant snake they saw. In fact, I don't know if they called it a giant snake when they saw it before, did they? I think they just said snake. It's more like a sea serpent, I suppose. Now, there's supposed to be an easier way of taking this guy out, but I forget how it is now, to be perfectly honest. I haven't even hit him once yet. Alright, there we go. I think maybe I could just charge up and then release. Is that right? No. So, I used to do this game, well, I did it like once, as a speed run, and I figured out how to defeat this thing really quickly. That's a couple of years ago, so I forget exactly how you do that now. There's a way you can actually charge up your attack before even shooting, or he comes out of the water, and then you do massive damage to him. There. Alright, that's it right there. We just took him out in one hit. Well, we did a couple hits prior to that. But that is the super hit we get on him. Now, the funny thing is, I don't even think I got that in the speedrun that I did. I was trying to, but we never got lucky.
Now that was easy.
Aw, that's horrible. I hope she feels better soon. Hopefully, you get that removed and everything will be better. I think that's how it usually goes, right? Because they say the appendix is unnecessary.
The Bolt of Thunder. Electric. Charge up to increase the number of projectiles.
Oh yeah, the stream probably buffered because I did an amazing move, and it wanted everyone to miss it. Because I actually pulled off the supercharged flame attack, which isn't that easy to do. It's kind of relying a bit on RNG. So normally that fight goes on for pretty long, and what happens is he kind of destroys parts of the ship while it's taking place. But since we killed it so quickly, we never even saw that cutscene. Okay, that's good. Well, that's good they caught it, and they can do their thing. So silly that us humans have these parts of our body that don't even really do anything. But they can cause problems for us. Yeah, kind of wonder what the hell's going on here the first time around, but it makes sense later. An 11-hour drive, oof. Well, good luck with that. And if you have to sign off early to get some rest, no problems there. I will understand.
Get up! Come on, you lazy, rotten, useless, mean, grumpy old sorcerer! What? You're awake?
And just who are you calling lazy, Cleo?
I was just trying to get you to wake up. You know, there's no sign of Magnus and Vulcan and Dorton.
Huh? Hey, this doesn't look like Arvin Rama.
That's because
Yeah, we
our
got
ship
shipwrecked,
wasn't even
genius.
headed for Arvin Rama.
What?
Dorton said something about it before the ship sank. Something about Vulcan getting us on the wrong ship.
What? You're kidding! Oh, that pea-brained insect. I'll beat him into a pulp and drop him down an anthole!
Wow.
Well,
it's pretty
that's
graphic.
gonna be hard, because he's missing, and so is Magnus.
Then maybe the sharks would do me a favor and eat that amoeba wannabe.
Sounds like you're running out of bad names.
We should go find Magnus, though.
Does have quite the vocabulary.
Huh?
That reminds me of Hook.
A flute.
Don't they say that in Hook? When Peter Pan's doing that, like, childish insults with the other lost boys. Plus one like an amoeba something. I forget how it goes. And then the kid's like, what's an amoeba? It's like, it's a single-celled organism with no brain and it can't fly. Or something like that. Hey, welcome CJ Gaming. How are things going with you? And yeah, it's always fun coming back to Orphen. It's a fun little game to play every now and then. It's not the longest game. And even though the game's a bit silly, it doesn't have that many boring moments. Like, it's a pretty well-paced game, in all honesty. Yep, he's just playing away at his flute.
Hey, it won't open.
Maybe it's locked. Move over. Let me try.
Nice.
Ow, my butt.
Hey, genius. Push. Don't pull.
Really?
Couldn't you just stay home?
Oops.
Now what are we gonna do? We can't get in, you dimwit!
Okay, I'll go up the hill and take a look.
Why?
He's just so
There
sick of her.
might be another way in up there.
Hey, wait up!
Stay there! I'll be right back.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen, Orphen? Did we leave the cat behind too? Oh yeah, the cat doesn't follow us. Or wolf thing? I don't know what it's supposed to be.
What's wrong?
I just remember when Mike was playing this game, he kind of went back and forth on what it was, and I never knew what it was either. I think it's explained more in the anime, but I don't remember at this point. Some intense climbing segments. Now, I do say that the game is fairly well paced. There are some challenges in the game that are a bit difficult. Maybe difficult to do because of the platforming. There's one particular part I remember, and it's on Mars storyline as well that we're on. And it does involve jumping between logs. So we're going to have to see how that is later, if that gives us trouble. Because it probably will. Hey, Jason, you're not that late. Only about a half hour or so. So you haven't missed too much. We're just beginning on Mars storyline. Starting off on this one. So I'm glad you could make it. And yeah, I don't know if it's supposed to be a cat or a dog or like a wolf pup. Oh, look at this. And make sure you step on the ominous looking object. Very nice. I should say thank you to the guys who've stopped by the stream and left likes on the video. It's much appreciated. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. We're going to be doing this for a while. I think we'll at least get Mars storyline done, because I'm going to do this for a couple hours. I think maybe about 3 hours is what you need for each storyline.
Hey, Orphen! Look at the sunset! Orphen?
If we're feeling really brave, maybe we'll get 2 done. Depends on if I get tired or not.
Go?
Oh, so does anyone want to take a guess? And I guess I should say anyone that hasn't seen this game, which... Well, let's see, in the chat right now, who has seen Orphen before? Because a lot of you are coming back, you've seen the Orphen Let's Play, or you played Orphen before. I know Shadowcat's new to it, at least. But what about the rest of you? Now, one way goes further up ahead. One way gets us to an item. I forget which one's which. And in all honesty, you don't really need the items in this game for the most part. Some of them do give you spells or weapons, but... Okay, so it's the other way, essentially. Yeah, I would say most of the storylines are between 2 to 3 hours. Assuming you know what you're doing moderately well. Okay, so both Shadowcat and Nanotrites are into it. So I'm going to try to keep it clear of spoilers as best I can. In case those of you who are new want to experience it for the first time.
How come the time keeps changing?
It's funny because it may not seem like there's much to the game, but there actually is some interesting stuff that happens later on that kind of ties certain things together. Not quite a Sixth Sense thing, but something along those lines, I'll say. Now, what's down here? I guess we have to go this way, yeah. One of the best games to play as a kid, sadly didn't age well. You know what was funny? It was like one of the first games on the PS2. So in a way, it sort of automatically made it the most interesting thing to play at the time. Because you want to experience a new adventure game on the brand new system, right?
Hello? Oh. You're the girl from the ship. What are you doing up here? That was you playing? Yep. Did you come to this island all by yourself? Yeah. I'm trying to find this song. Somebody told me they heard it on this island. You came all this way just to hear a song? This song is gonna lead me to my mother. What? Oh, I'm trying to find my mother. Your mother? We got separated when I was a baby. Oh. So, how does this song fit in? The only thing I remember about my mother is this song. She used to hum it to me all the time.
No, it just happened to be a popular song at the time.
All right. Clearly you need my help. I'm just not sure how I can help you yet. But anyway, just leave everything up to me. Huh? Trust me. I'll find her for you.
Yeah, it's rather convenient, isn't it?
Let's go.
Alright, let's go.
We can go this way.
Oh, okay, fine. Listen to the kid. Yes, now we know to push the door, not pull the door. So we're all good now. Ooh, this weird kind of graphical thing going on here, I just noticed. Not the worst. But I don't think that was on the emulator before, so it might be a new setting that has changed things around. I thought there was a chest around here, kind of hidden away. Ah, there we go. Not that's especially important to get all the chests, as I mentioned. You know what's funny? I've noticed on the emulator, they have an option to enable achievements. Unfortunately, Orphen does not have that. I guess it wasn't popular enough for people to make achievements up for it. But I think it's sort of like a fan-made site for getting achievements on older games. And I thought that was pretty interesting. I don't know how they do it. If I did, I'd probably try to do it myself. There we go. Now you can get in, Orphen.
Aha! There you are! Where have you been, Orphen?
What are you talking about?
You told him to
I was
wait.
right here the whole time.
You were? So you saw that sunset then? Wasn't it beautiful?
Sunset? Have you gone completely out of your mind?
I can't believe you missed that sunset.
Shut
I like
up.
how Marge didn't even have any input on that.
What's with the kid?
Oh, he was on the ship with us. His name is, Mar. This mean old sorcerer is Orphen. Okay, let's go.
Go where? Wait.
What now?
That kid, that's what.
Why are you so bothered by the
taking
kid?
him along?
Of course. Look at this place. We can't just leave him here. Or don't you care if he gets killed?
Well... So, you came here all alone?
Yeah. That's right. He came all the way to this island just
Well,
to
he's a bit
find
grumpy,
his
Shadowcat.
mother. And he's all alone. And we are going to help him, whether you like it or not, Orphen.
Doesn't tug
What?
at your heartstrings.
Why? What is her problem?
I think she's nice.
Who asked you?
Hurry up, Orphen! Let's go!
Well, we're back to controlling Orphen now. Yeah, the website in question, I think it's called Retro Achievements or something along those lines. And it seems like that's all fan-made stuff that people kind of submitted. I don't know how they do that, though. Because it's all older games that are being emulated. So there must be something that like, hooks into the engine of the game and they can tell where you are, what you're doing to unlock the achievement. It was simple, I tried to do it myself, but I'm not sure that it is. Maybe there's documentation on how to do it, but I couldn't find it right away anyway. You'd be grumpy if you had those two blonde kids following you. Yeah, well, at least we lost Magnus for a little while, huh? Oh, and funny story, if you watch the anime, or I guess the manga as well, his name is Magic, not Magnus. But I guess the game developers thought Magic was a silly name.
How are we going to get up there?
Jumping?
Mar, think you can do it? Yeah. Crouch down, Orphen,
What?
so I can get on your shoulders, dummy.
Yeah, Magnus is probably a little easier to deal
You
with.
hurry up already? Ah.
Stand still, Orphen.
The funny thing is you can practically jump that high anyway. If you see orphans jump in the game, it's pretty amazing. Oh, and you do get a little map of the island we're on, if you want to check it out. So we are going to be visiting a few of these places I can recognize just from here. Yeah. I don't know which tower it is, but one of them we're going to be going to. It's going to be quite the adventure. It's one of Mike's least favorite parts of this game. It'd be funny if he shows up around then, when we have to do that part. Because I know he really hated it. Yeah, so you make an account and it syncs up with your achievements and progress. Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not sure how... So what I'm saying is I guess it has to hook into the game itself. Because I don't know how they tell in the game where you are. Because it's not like this is Steam or Good Old Games or one of those other things where it's all tied in automatically. This is being emulated and run. But I guess there's some way to do it.
Mommy.
Where are you going, Mar?
Certain flags and vows get changed, which grant you achievements. Yeah, I guess that's true, right? Since it's emulating the game, it has to have all the data going through on like what's being processed in the game itself. But I wouldn't know how to read those values and set up my own custom ones. There's probably some guide on how to do it, though.
Leave me alone, you monsters!
Who are you talking to? Yep, he is tranced. That's true. So you have to fight as Mar. I feel like his attacks are not the best. So I did mention, you know, you control Orphen. You get other people that join you in the game. Oh yeah, that's right. When they grab you, they can go through your shield. That green thing is a shield, by the way, if you haven't realized. Let's try to kill these things. I think if we target this, it does elemental damage. It's also got a harp, but I don't know how the harp works, to be perfectly honest. With Mars Fight, you just kind of spam the attack. And I've never known how to do it any better than this, really. So I'm just spamming the projectile. Eventually we'll defeat these damn things. Target the actual enemies will be nice too. And they're pretty much dead. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so Quentin Flynn, pretty amazing. I do like the voices he does.
Rest in peace.
I like the roles he's had. And I actually have a copy of the game signed by him as well, as a matter of fact. Of Orphen in particular, I mean. So that's cool. Something like that is kind of funny that happened a number of years ago was, like, someone was trying to do the whole Me Too thing against him at one point, and I think whoever it was, they ended up kind of like getting blown out of the water because I think it was completely baseless. But I remember people like mentioning it to me at the time, like, honestly, I don't put a lot of credit in kind of the accusations people make because you can't always know what to trust. A lot of people just kind of make stuff up. I don't even know what the original thing was about. So anyway, I was glad when that kind of all got brushed aside, or whatever you want to say. Or cleared up. I'll get a few more chests over here. What's good, Chen? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well tonight. And ready for some Orphen fun. Oh, another just like funny side story to the whole Mar thing. So when Mike was playing this game, my friend Mike Money Gamer, he did Mars Quest, and then he just labeled it, like I forget what it was exactly, but it's like Mars Scenario or whatever. And whenever I looked in the related videos for his videos, it would come up with Bruno Mars. Because Bruno Mars was like somewhat popular at the time, I guess. I don't really hear about him anymore. I don't know if that guy's still making music or what. I never really listened to it in the first place. But I just noticed that whenever he would upload videos, it would get in the recommended. I just think it'd be fun if it actually worked in reverse, right? And suddenly people that are looking for Bruno Mars videos are finding Mike's videos of Orphen. So you have to open up the gate for him, go back this way. It's fairly easy to do so. Oh yeah, Orphen is a great game. It's something I've played several times now. I did a Let's Play of it back in 2011. I did a speedrun of it. I tried to do a replay of the Let's Play at one point, and I did part of it, but then I never finished it again. And I might have even done it as another stream at one point as well, too.
So this is what was making the music.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't really like trust much of what gets said online, especially. Because the thing about it's really easy to say something online.
It's some kind of music box. The water must make it work.
And it's a whole nother thing to kind of back it up.
Don't move.
What's wrong?
There's something in the water.
In general, when like these controversies or issues pop up, my whole thing is like I really don't care about it in general. And that's why I really didn't like dealing with Twitter most of the time, to the point where I just kind of stopped interacting with it altogether. It's like people just want to be annoyed and outraged and all gang up on other people over stupid things. And I think that whole thing is just stupid. Because half the time, it's people who have no idea what they're talking about, acting like they're all righteous, trying to be good people. And it's like, nah, you just want something to be angry about, and to pretend like you're doing something, when you're really... There we go. These are the target like that. When you're really just kind of sating your own ego. And that's a lot of what it feels like with these online movements and controversies, petitions, whatever you want to call them. Heck, that's a lot of what I feel like in real life too, with some of these things they've done lately. But that's a whole nother topic, I guess. Oh, Bruno Mars is still well known? Okay, that's cool. And now this gets destroyed.
Organ!
Sure looks like that thing's done for. Whoa! Earthquake!
It's a big one! Ah!
Get down!
What's funny is Orphen dives and he gets so down low, it looks like he can't breathe because he's underwater. How does that work? Then again, he's a magic man, right? He can do whatever he wants, even breathe underwater.
Is it over?
Yeah, we're gonna learn more about the
I know
organ
this
later, by the
song.
way.
I have to follow the music. Wherever it's coming from, that's where I have to go.
Yeah, you think this kid sounds like he's in a trance? Like he's being guided by some invisible hand, shaping his destiny? So there's a destroyed organ over here, as you can tell. I want to say there's something you can get to over here, but I can't quite tell. Maybe it's on the other side. Let's see. I'm not trying to do this one as quickly as possible, so we can take our time and look around a little bit. So one of these ways is going to lead to an item, I believe. Or it'll lead to this, which we probably had to activate, so never mind. What there is if you open up these gates and close them, you can walk over to a secret area where you get an item. But I'm fairly sure the item isn't all that important to get. It's probably just another healing item, or occasionally you get what's called a smelly bag, which sounds ridiculous. But it's an item that's supposed to lure monsters away. And I think there's an alternative item called the monster repellent, which also distracts monsters as well. And there's only one point in the game that's ever useful, funny enough. And it is on Mars' storyline, so we will get to it eventually. I think we have to use the second one. And I feel like the first one isn't used. I want to say, but I could be wrong. I think the most difficult part of doing the speedrun is actually remembering all these little things you have to do. That's why I don't really do them. There we go. I did it the once because I had the game fairly memorized. And if I was to ever do it again, I'd have to relearn all that stuff, which was quite a bit. Maybe those were the items I was thinking of, and we already got them from earlier, so we don't have to get them now. So I think if you open up that gate, or if you hit that switch, it would open up this gate we're walking on right now, I want to say. And we don't have to do that. Smelly Bag is my DJ name, says Jason. Yeah, the Smelly Bag is interesting. It's not something you'd see in most games. And I mean, it's something that really makes you wonder. Oh wait, maybe we did have to hit that switch. Or did we, did we have to go all the way around on the bottom and then hit that? I forget how to do this. See what I mean? If I was just jumping and doing a speedrun this game now, it'd be absolutely terrible. There are probably people who can remember everything about a game years later. I'm not one of them. I'm just gonna try hitting this switch. Hopefully, it'll work. But I almost get the feeling you had to go down first and then close one of the gates before going back in. Oh wait, maybe not, because this one's still there. So I think that controlled the gate all the way on the other end. Okay, that'll be good. Chen loves the Orphen anime, manga, and books. That's cool, Chen. I saw the anime, a little bit of the anime when I was in college, so this is back in like 2007 or so. And that was the original one they had, not the remake that they eventually did a little bit later. Well, I guess much later, right? Was that remake 2020? 2021 or something like that? When I got the game, I remember they had like a little advertising pamphlet in the instruction book about, oh yeah, you buy the DVDs and watch this. And they were supposed to be coming out the DVDs, but I don't know if they ever did. Well, they must have eventually, I guess, over time. But I don't think it was for some time later, I want to say. Which is funny, because I feel like I really would have been into it if I had gotten it at the time. But I only got into it a couple years later. And that's because Emily ended up having the DVDs of that. And I remember being like, oh wow, Orphen, that's like a video game. And I remember playing that game years and years ago at this point. Oh, these guys, the Huggers, they call them, I think. Yeah, they're a major pain. They're gonna try to grab us, and when they grab us, we get stuck. Turn us upside down and shake us all around. So I'm gonna try to kill them first. There we go. The other guys are not quite as annoying. At least not as bad. So they're little icons that appear of, basically showing you can do a combo with other characters. Oh, we're poisoned, by the way. So the big bug things will poison you, and then you kind of get paralyzed. I can defend myself, but I can't attack. Now I can attack. So these guys are a bit resistant to the fire. Does it actually tell you? Yeah, so you see this little thing on the side? I have to keep moving. It shows you what they're strong and weak against. So, I don't remember what the teal thing is. I guess that's probably frost or ice. And I think that'd be the best thing to use, because the fire's not working out real well. We do have a lightning attack. The funny thing is, you get the different attacks, but you can't actually swap between them. Because if you could swap between them, it restarts the battle entirely. Actually, we might want to restart the battle, because I think we're about to die due to the poison. Now, maybe I could survive. Let's see. I think it saved not too long ago. Come on, Mar. Cover my ass. So we don't die here, embarrassingly. Alright, there's one down. Come on. If we had the lightning projectile attack, this would go much quicker, by the way. These things are really easy to take out that way, but I didn't know. And like I said, oh yeah, he might have gotten, yeah, both our teammates got killed, by the way. Usually this isn't so difficult. Okay, there we go. Now they're back. They're fine.
Yes!
I don't really have ever had that much trouble in this game, funny enough. Oh yeah, and Orphen's drawing his little pictures. Got the lizard man. Very cool. Now the funny thing is, the health gets restored at the end of the fight, so you don't have to worry about healing. The healing system in this game is weird because you have health in this overworld segment, It's the thing on the top left. That little circle thing with the weird colors. That's our health. And whenever we get into a fight, our health is told by the crystals. But it's also represented by a number. And you never really get to see that number, funny enough. So there's kind of like 3 different health systems in this game. Oh!
Hey!
The funny thing about
saw
that is the sound
someone.
plays before you even see the
Are you
little
sure?
jump scare thing.
I didn't see anyone.
I really did! I saw...
It was probably just a big rat or something. Come on, let's keep moving.
I swear I saw someone!
I think it does have a name. I forget what it is, though. Let's see. Chen's a big fan of Orphen. Do you remember what the name of the cat, doggo, wolf thing is? Well, we don't have those. Oh, we have these weird dex creatures. Okay, I kind of remember them, too. They're going to charge at us. Like this. I think we'd hit them with their... Oh, wow, that was really bad luck. We whack them with their sword a few times. Now, I think I remember why this is difficult, because usually when you do Mars scenario, he's kind of like the last character you would do in the game. Oh, they're going to keep doing this to us. I think they're... Yeah, fire's relatively good against them. Oh, wait, maybe not. We need to try to kill these things quickly. So that would be wind, I think, and we don't have wind either. Let's move away from that. Oh, we can double up on this guy. Let's see if we can help kill him quicker. So I think that's why it's a little bit tougher. The wolf puppy is named Leaky. Or Lucky? Oh, Lucky. I think it's pronounced Lucky, by the way. Yeah, because now it sounds familiar. Uh-oh, we're about to be zapped. Okay, thankfully you moved out of that in time. Alright, we're almost done here. And we can heal ourselves using that if you really want to. I just remember that too. I think they probably do say its name in the game. I don't know if they already used it at one point or another. But I wasn't paying attention if they did. Alright, you're almost done for. Hey, good, our friends didn't die either.
Yes!
Yeah, the way I think they kind of plan you to do it is Sephi, Zeus, and then Mar, I believe. But technically you could do it anyway. I think it's best done last. So I think that's the way they programmed it. Or designed it to be. But it doesn't hurt to do it out of order. We'll be fine. We'll get more spells as we go through the game anyway. So it'll get easier as it goes along.
The bridge is washed out.
Here's the fun part I mentioned earlier, the platforming.
I bet we could cross over if we knocked that boulder into the river.
That boulder you could barely see from all the way over there.
Yeah, but how the hell are we supposed to get way over there?
I know. There are some awkward pauses in these cutscenes, though, I have to admit.
I could get there by going through here. It's too dangerous. Don't worry. I can do it. Wait here.
Oh boy, here we go. Okay. So now we have to jump from log to log. And it's also a matter of jumping to the right log. Can it be this one? Okay. Ugh. Okay, we slid off. Actually, that was the wrong log. I think the one we're waiting for has to go to the left. Maybe it comes from this way? I don't remember now. Yeah, the funny thing is, a lot of people complain about Cleo, including myself. I like to make fun of her. And, almost. I think we do have to have the log that goes to the left, though. And so far I haven't gotten one. As much as I like to make fun of her, still, it's a fun character in the game. Come on. I'm 90% certain there's a log that goes to the left. So far, we haven't seen a single one, though. Oh, wait. Maybe it's this one. Yeah. No, no! Oh my god. Yeah, the platforming is a bit janky in this, and that makes this difficult. It doesn't look like it should be a hard jump. I think technically you could make it from this one, and I've done that before, but it's not the way they plan you to do it, and it's difficult to do. So we're gonna have to probably waste a little bit of time on it. We have one coming up over here, but can I try to do this one real quick? Oh, almost. All right, I have to quickly get on this one. All right, we finally did it. Now, I think once we made it to this one, it becomes a checkpoint, so we don't start all the way back. I think. Okay. I think that's the hardest part. This is probably the second hardest part. And there's going to be one log that drops down here and kind of hesitates, and then goes over to the left side a little bit more than the others. And we have to wait for that one. But I'm not sure which log it's going to be, so I'm going to try to jump on all the logs that come down here. Will it be this one? Yeah, okay. This is the right one. And we made it. So that didn't look as difficult as I was making it out to be. But it can be. Now, we have to be careful here, because I don't know if we fall down, we have to start over at the last jump. Alright, we're good. That was it. Not too bad. We did that in about 2 minutes or so. Almost 3 minutes, maybe. How do I play the flute? There we go. I think we have to play the flute here. Oh, no. Just hit X on it.
This'll do it.
Let's play that famous tune. A song that can do anything, practically. Here we go. Somehow it's just the right size.
Way to go, Mar!
Hey, how the heck did you do that?
What does it matter? Come on, let's go.
I think this is kind of a cutscene we get here
Stop.
at this point.
Can you hear it? What?
Yeah, I hear the song.
Music.
It's so pretty. Right, so you know I mentioned there's a tower? Well, it sounds like it's coming from there. Actually, I think there might be more than one tower we go to in this one.
Hear it. I guess we should start heading in that direction then.
Mar? Is that the song?
Yeah. It's calling
How do you not
me.
recognize the song by now?
I have to go.
I should go. Oh, also, the voice of Cleo, Jennifer Hale, she also voices the female shepherd in Mass Effect. If you've played any of those games. Or seen any of them. Sounds a lot different though, doesn't she? Completely different character. Imagine if Shepard was that
Master!
whiny in Mass Effect.
Cleo!
He's such a different game.
I see you're not dead. That means you must be alive.
Was that a joke?
I looked everywhere for you guys.
Hey, slimy sorcerer, you're not dead yet?
You guys made it out okay?
Yes.
Oh, good. We have
Luckily,
them.
we were able to meet up on shore. We always try to stick together, you know.
That makes sense.
Ah, Vulcan. I've been meaning to have a word with you.
So, you finally realized you need me.
Yeah, like I need you to get me into messes like this.
She pulls him up by the hair. Lovely.
Hey, wasn't he on the ship?
He's, Mar.
Ah, so that's why you want to go to that tower.
Now do you understand?
Yes, Cleo, I do. But you'll need a boat to get to that tower from here. And I haven't seen one around since I got here.
But
I was told you can walk across in the winter. The water gets frozen.
I can't wait until winter. So what do we do? Orphen, don't you have some kind of spell to make winter come early?
You
Oh
can't
yeah, the
mess with
famous winter come
seasons.
early
That would
spell.
screw everything up. You're supposed to stand up and then laugh.
I know a way to make winter come early.
Oh! You mean the crystal egg?
Egg? What are you talking about?
Well, now that I'm standing, I might as well tell you. There is a fabulous artifact called the Crystal Egg, located somewhere on Chaos Island, that lets the user jump to whatever time they wish. As adventurers, it is our sworn duty to find this glorious, glorious treasure.
Since when did we become adventurers?
So where is this glorious treasure?
Well, we didn't actually find the egg, but while we were looking around before, we saw a piece of it near the endless stairs. At least I think it was part of the egg. It was glowing.
Glowing? I saw something earlier that was glowing.
Where?
When I climbed up the cliffs after we first came ashore, I think I stepped on something that was glowing.
Did you happen to notice any changes in time, Cleo?
Now that I think about it, yeah.
So if we find a piece of this egg, maybe we can turn summer into winter.
Really? Yes! Then we can get to that tower!
Are you serious? You can't actually believe those two.
Maybe not. But if there's even a small chance it'll work, we have to give it a shot. Come on, Mar. Okay.
There we go.
Great.
Yeah, I knew there's a longer
Why
cutscene
me?
here. Nope, still
Dorgan,
going.
the endless stairs. That way?
Yes! Hey! That's my loot! You can't take it! I'll hula dance your sorry butt to death!
What?
Oh!
I don't know what that even means.
Magnus!
I don't think I even remember
hold
that
this
line.
annoying punk down.
Okay. Hey, Master!
So, like, what did he say there? I don't even remember that line. I'll hula dance your sorry butt to death? What does it even mean? Like a hula hoop? I wonder if it's because of the weird dance he does, and like the translator's like, what the heck is this guy doing? I was like, yeah, I'll hula dance your butt to death. That makes sense there.
So these are the endless stairs. What nut job designed this?
Well, they don't look that endless.
So, where is it? The crystal egg fragment?
Who knows if it even exists? You know you can't trust Vulcan with these things.
Look!
Well, there's a
over
piece right there.
Something's glowing. That's gotta be it. Let's go.
All right. Yeah, it's funny, Jason. When we were playing Mass Effect, Emily and I, she was doing her save of the game, and she was doing the female Shepard and went with Garrus in those games as well. I think Garrus is probably the best choice for female Shepard. He's one of the most interesting characters in the game anyway. Even as male Shepard, he's a cool bro. You know what's funny? Why this? I guess it was like this in the original game too, but they don't have any music for the scene. It's kind of weird. No sound effects even other than him stepping. I think that was the case with this game though. There's a lot of parts where it's just kind of silent. And it feels all awkward because you would think they'd have something going on at least to fill in the dead air. But nope. Not right now. Just enjoy the sound of the pitter-patter of Orphen's footsteps. At least they have different sounds for the stone and the dirt, huh? Yep. Now, I feel like there's a way to do this very quickly. Hopefully we'll do it. There's some items thrown around in here as well, but I'm not probably going to mess around with them. too much anyway.
Wasn't it around here? Maybe.
I think it was right up here. There we go. Just pick it up.
Wow!
What the hell?
Sure, I guess as they wanted the players to stew and think about that hula hoop line. I mean, I think he's referring to a hula hoop. I don't know what else a hula dance refers to. Maybe it makes sense to someone.
Orphen! See? It worked!
Huh? What do you mean, Cleo?
Orphen just
Look,
confused.
We're in a different time. I told you I was right about the egg.
Yeah, but all it did was make it night.
Yeah, but if...
But nothing. Find another one.
Over there, it was glowing.
This part's a bit of a wild goose chase, as we're gonna see. Yeah, something that was cool about that, Jason, was in Mass Effect, when they actually kind of acknowledged that line. Because in Mass Effect 2, he would say that all the time whenever we went to speak to him. He'd just be like, yeah, sorry, Shepard, I gotta calibrate the weapons. And then what's funny is in Mass Effect 3, they actually make fun of that several times. Like, there's one point where Garrus, like, mentions, like, oh, yeah, I was calibrating weapons all the time in the old days. And then there's another line where if you had been, like, romancing Kaidan in the first Mass Effect, and then you went with Garrus in the second Mass Effect, in the third Mass Effect, there's a line where Kaidan's like, yeah, Shepard, I heard that Garrus is calibrating more than just the weapons. And it's like, oh, snap. He knows. And I really like that about those old BioWare games. It's actually had that humor where they kind of made fun of themselves and made memes about their, kind of like their cheesy lines and like when they would overuse voice lines too much like that. And that was pretty cool. It's always appreciated when the games don't take themselves that seriously.
Here somewhere.
Should we get this chest first, I wonder? Just to see what's in it. Hula dancing with the cool grass skirt. Oh, hula dancing. Like, oh, I get it, like the hula dancers. Yeah, those little, well, I'm thinking like the little bobblehead dolls that people would have on their dashboards with the hula dancers. Okay. Yeah, like the Hawaiian hula dancers. I still don't understand why that's mentioned there. It makes more sense now, though.
I don't get it. Oh, no.
This is ridiculous.
Again, I can only
Let's
figure that's the
go.
kind of animation it looks like. And now we made it rain. Well, this time travel thing is really helping us out so far.
Ugh, I'm totally soaked. Damn it. That's some time machine, Cleo.
It's not my fault. Don't blame
Shit
me.
stuck with the
Damn
DeLorean.
that Vulcan. We'll never get to winter at this rate.
Let's keep trying, okay?
I do love how their solution to it is like, oh, you have to get to this tower, but you can't just walk to it. You have to take a boat and cross the water. And rather than making any kind of like raft or something simple, like, let's manipulate time to get over there. You would think that they would kind of consider the possibility that if they travel through time, they might travel to a time where none of this existed in the first place. Because, I mean, normally you don't want to mess around with time like this. You may not be able to get back to your original time period. I think we just go this way now. Yep, now this bridge is here. I mean, you're not making winter come early. Essentially, you're traveling through time to get to winter. At least that's what they're planning to do. And again, I mean, it could be winter time 100 years from now when none of your family ever existed. Well, I mean, I guess they did exist, but they're long deceased or whatever. Or it could be 100 years in the past before they existed, right? 1,000 years? It's the problem with time travel, you never know.
What's happening?
Is the volcano coming to life?
I don't know, Mar. This
Wow,
island has
Orphen.
been acting up ever since that music machine was
Such
destroyed.
attitude.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure, but I think the earthquakes are related to the music machine somehow. Oh, great. That's just great. Now what are we supposed to do?
Well, we cannot stay here. I'll go on ahead. Follow me, okay?
Yeah, I mean, how do they even know if the time machine, if the organ thing is still busted whenever they are in time right now? Oh, yeah, I have to turn the game. That's something I didn't like about Bioshock
Be
Infinite as
careful.
well,
You can do it, Mar.
is that using the time travel or the dimensional travel, whatever it was exactly, should have been something they did as a last resort. It shouldn't have been something they automatically decide to do whenever they encountered trouble. Because if you go traveling between dimensions, I mean, you get into all sorts of trouble. How do you know where you're going to end up? And I really liked Bioshock Infinite for the most part, don't get me wrong. But that part of the story didn't quite make sense to me. That they kind of took traveling between universes and time so for granted. Because what was it? They're like, okay, so there's the Chinese gunsmith, right? And they have to get him out of prison to make the weapons or whatever. And the first thing is like, oh, yeah, let's travel to a dimension where he's not in prison or whatever. Rather than just trying to find a way to get him out of the prison. And then, like, with everything that ends up happening, they end up in a dimension where he's dead, and it's even worse than the first time around. But somehow, even though he was dead, they were able to make use of it because, like, whatever, they already had the weapons in the first place in this dimension. It's like, wow, you just kind of stumbled upon that solution.
Hey! Cleo! Orphen!
Oh, and by the way, if you couldn't tell, you can kind of just glitch through that area by jumping on top of the rocks. Normally, you have to kind of go through a maze, but that's something I figured I could do
Dirt
early
on my
on.
clothes! I really need a shower!
At least we're all in one piece.
Yeah. Hey! Look, Orphen!
Well, that place looks
What
ominous.
is that?
Maybe it has a shower I can use.
Oh, shut up. Anyway, we should probably check it out.
Yeah, doesn't that place just scream shower? Now, we're about to get into another fight. Spoilers. Let's see. How do I get to the... There's supposed to be a screen where you can equip things. Oh, there's a first-person mode. Did I know about that? Well, if I did, I forgot about it. Oh, Cleo's disappearing before us. Oh, there, you have to hit the directional pad. Hit up on the directional pad and I got to this menu. I forgot how that worked. So we can equip different things. Now, I don't remember what this guy's going to be weak against. I don't think the area of effect spells work too well on this next guy, so I'm going to do Bolt of Thunder and Hand of Pyro. See which one he's weaker against, I guess. Hopefully I'm correct. I'm going to have to restart the battle if it goes badly. Alright, so let's see the shower.
What is this place? Hello?
No,
Anyone
Orphen's not supposed to be medieval,
home?
actually. Believe it or not.
Looks deserted to me. Hey! What's that over there? It's a crystal egg.
Don't move! I hear something!
Ah! What is it? Ah!
Cleo! Take Mar and get out of here. I'll handle this.
Yeah, I think Orphen is probably... Like, if you watch the anime, it's kind of like a mix of time periods. Sort of in a way like Dragon Ball is, where they have some modern things and some things in the past. I kind of associate more with the, maybe just like pre-industrial period. Like, I guess maybe the 1700s or so. What's he gonna do here? I forget. Oh, he's gonna attack us right away. And he's going up. Or I guess, like, you know, the kind of age of exploration. Come on, is anything gonna hit him? There we go. Some attacks on him. So yeah, I would say it's kind of like the 1600s to maybe like the early 1800s, whereabouts. If I had to just kind of like go with one. But I think in the anime itself, they probably mix together technology where they have like some modern stuff. Which way is he coming from? I can't see. Oh, we almost got over to him. So this one can take a bit of time to do. I think he's weaker to fire, maybe, but I actually don't know. I had a guide where I wrote all the things down on how to do this as quickly as possible. But I haven't consulted with that to see exactly what I should be doing here. Yeah, again, I wouldn't really go with medieval, even for like the clothes. I would, again, kind of go with... It does look like the kind of age of exploration, pre-industrial era, maybe. Like, medieval, you have to remember, that's more like the 1200s. Though, I have to admit, it's been... Oh, God. Whoa, that was close. It's been a while since I've taken history class, so I kind of forget exactly where, like, the delineations of those time periods. Renaissance would have been, what? The, 15th century? There's like 3 different eras of the Middle Ages. There's the early, mid, and late. I think if we had the other sword, it's a lot easier to defeat this guy. And you get the other sword if you complete the game at least once. If you're not defending... Okay, we beat him. Not too bad. Should we look this up? That's why I have my extra laptop. Now I can look things up on the side here.
Yes!
Yeah, of course there's not that much information about Orphen. Just by doing a Google search. Thank you, Chen. Not too bad for being out of practice with this game. If I'm allowed to say so.
Feathers of the hurricane!
The Feathers of the Hurricane. Wind. Charge up to increase the number of projectiles.
And thank you to Shadowcat.
You look so happy.
I am. And it's all thanks to you and Orphen.
That's right, Mar. I don't know about Cleo, but you do owe me. Big time.
Wait a minute! Just what is that supposed to mean, huh?
Ah! Why am I always surrounded by the most annoying brats in the universe?
Hey, no fighting! Again?
What?
From over there!
I want to go to that tower. Yes, yes, I must go to that tower.
I actually ran to take a quick break to use the restroom. That way I didn't have to break up the pace of the game. And I got back just in time, I see.
Well, I suppose we should find Vulcan and ask him how to use this thing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Chen says Orphen's about 20, Cleo's 17. I think Magnus was the youngest one, right? I don't remember how old he was supposed to be. So what were we doing? They probably told me during the cutscene that I missed out on. But I figured it's better than taking an official break. I remember when I did the Orphen speedrun, I kind of had to figure out what cutscenes were the longest if I had to do something like that. There are a few of them that are rather long in this game. That one was a fairly lengthy one. Oh, they may act like siblings, but no, they're not. Cleo, if I remember correctly, comes from a wealthy family. And then Magnus was supposed to be a, I forget what he was, but basically, he has his father, kind of has Orphen hired as his like trainer instructor essentially.
That's enough slacking. Now go find Vulcan
I think
and
maybe
Dorton,
his father
okay?
owned a bar or something,
Me slacking? And just what are you doing?
or a hotel.
Me? I'm on break. B-R-E-A-K, break. You can be such a jerk sometimes. Who do you think got you this far anyway? Me.
What?
It's actually kind of funny because
That's enough slacking. Now
see.
go
Oh, she's gonna
find
repeat herself.
Vulcan and Dorton, okay?
I may get that confused because I kind of have like my own story that it's not like a story that I've written out, but I have this universe I've created that kind of takes some ideas from Orphen and like other things, characters I've seen in it. And the idea is I do kind of like a similar background story to a character that borrows from
Master!
kind of
how'd it go?
Magnus and
Never
Orphen in
mind
effect.
how it went. Where's Vulcan?
Huh? Oh, he and Dorton
And there
took
may be
off
some
after you guys
aspects of
leave.
them that I'm getting
I can't
mixed up
believe those
in my head.
idiots. They're never there when you need them.
Master, I heard something interesting. Apparently, this island has so many tunnels under it, it's practically hollow.
So what?
If you get lost, you'll never come back. I even bet there's monsters down there too.
Or it could be paradise. Once you find it, you may never want to leave.
Really? Paradise?
No, I'm kidding. There's no such thing as paradise, kid.
Aw, man.
Wow, way to break it to him. Then again, he shouldn't be so gullible. He's not that young. And now we get to meet the other characters we didn't get to deal with.
Seppi, you made it off the ship okay.
Yes. I'm happy to see you're safe, Orphen.
So, did you come here with Magnus?
Yes. You have taught him well. I don't think I would have made it here without
Such a competent
Magnus's help.
young lad, yes.
I don't know how to ever thank him.
Don't worry about it. He loves playing the knight in shining armor.
I don't think I would have made it here without Magnus's help.
Sometimes they have different things to
I
say.
don't know how to ever thank him.
Other times they kind of just repeat themselves.
Greetings. Master Orphen, was it not?
Yes. I see you made it off the ship.
It was a
Now,
short
I don't know if
fight,
they
my
say something
friend,
slightly different
but I fear there is more fighting
if you didn't talk to
ahead.
them on the ship.
This island is a dangerous place.
Yeah, we've already found that out.
Master Orphen, are you acquainted with that woman?
What's it to you?
I wish only to
That part always
advise you
reminds me
to
of Bill
take
Clinton and
care.
the whole Monica Lewinsky
There's
thing.
more to her than
Are you
meets the
acquainted with
eye.
that woman?
Well, I wish you luck. I too must soon depart.
No, Orphen has not had relations with that woman, Zeus, if that's what you're asking. Our Orphen's a good boy. Well, maybe not that good.
Can I ask you something?
What?
That music. You're sure it's your mom? I mean, are you sure that it's not just a popular song
Little
or something?
sure?
I don't know. I can't explain it, but I can feel it. Ever since I got here, somebody, no, something has been calling to me.
You know, something sounds more creepy and foreboding than saying some. Yeah, saying something sounds more creepy and foreboding than saying someone. I mean, if there's someone calling you, that doesn't sound so bad. But something calling you, it's like, what is that
young boy
thing?
traveling by himself?
Looks like it.
Oh, well, he must be very lonely.
Okay. See ya. So what you have to do is talk to everyone, otherwise the game won't progress. I remember this happening to Mike when he played the game, is he thought he had the game glitched and stuck because he didn't talk to all the right characters and essentially kind of get locked into place. I don't think you have to talk to Magnus and Cleo until they disappear. I think they stay there no matter what.
That's enough slacking. Now
I know.
go find Vulcan and Dorton, okay?
It does sound like Mike. It can be confusing though, because that happened to me when I was first playing the game. I remember trying to figure out what the hell to do. Basically, I had to keep talking to the characters until they disappear. So what would happen is you'd come in here and that wind go up. And you'd just be stuck in the room with nothing to do. Now we're about to see another funny little thing the game does to you. So when you get into this room, you see the 3 characters in here. And if you talk to one of them...
Orphen, I must begin my journey soon. Won't you please come with me? I would feel safer if you'd accompany me. Please?
Master? But what about Mar?
So you have the option to have one of the other characters join your party instead of the one you initially set out with. And it is funny because then you see someone like, okay, Magnus here, run up, what about Mar? Alright, so we're gonna say no.
I understand.
Just want to see what happens if we talk to
I hope you'll
Zeus.
forgive me for being so forward. I hope I didn't upset your
It's like,
friend.
hey, you're talking to someone without me? I have to interrupt real quick.
Ah, Master Orphen. Will you join me? This confounded island is proving most challenging.
And here we go.
Master? But what about Mar?
What about Mar? So, at this point you may think, oh, this is kind of cool, right? You have one of these games where you can branch off from the storyline and do one of the other ones instead. Now, I did mention to you guys, these storylines are completely different, and they're going to be even more different than you might expect down the line from one another. So you can't actually change your mind and do another route. What happens is, you go with the other character, and you get to a section, a hallway or something, and you just can't progress. There's going to be some kind of obstacle in the way that you can't get past, unless you're with the character you started out with.
So be it.
So it's kind of like a
luck,
illusion of
Master
choice
Orphen.
over here. Now, why they had in the game, I'm not too certain. Maybe they intended for you to do the different storylines and kind of branch off if you wanted to accompany a different character. But it's not actually possible to do so in this finished game.
If we only knew how to use the egg.
Orphen, any luck?
You know, we need to find those idiots.
Oh, this is good.
Aha,
I like this part.
I've got it. Watch this.
Oh, who are you? What do you want?
Didn't I tell you to stand up first and then talk? I'll take that.
I like how everyone's completely silent through this. They're just staring in awe.
Hey, aren't you gonna help him?
Hey!
Yeah, not really.
Oh, don't you ever put your foot on me again!
Oh, there's the hula dancing
or I'll
again.
unleash Dorton the pulverizer on you!
Pulverizer.
Yeah? Well,
Never mind that. what do you know about using the crystal egg?
Are we ready to stop dancing yet?
Well done, Orphen. I, Lord Vulcan Volcano, from the streets of Masmaturia, knew you would eventually find the crystal egg and present it to my royal self. You have proven your loyalty. Now hand it over.
You idiot. What are you babbling about? Why the hell would I give it to you?
You great greedy pig of a sorcerer! You leave me no choice. I will have to take it by force. Dorton, attack!
Hey, he's talking to you.
Sorry.
Yeah, he certainly suffers
always
from
like that.
little man syndrome.
So, Dorton, do you know how to use it?
Well, actually, the only thing we know about it is that it's valuable.
Oh, well, I guess I should have known.
Wonder why he's keeping that bag
I'm
anyway.
have to take the egg back myself. Ah!
Hey, knock it off!
What a jerk. Oh, he kicked the egg.
What the?
What's happening?
Orphen? Ah!
Well, looks like they figured out how to trigger the egg. Yeah, they get left behind. So we don't have to deal with them anymore, at least for now. Hey, at least the cat came with us. Hey, it's appropriate, Shadow Cat. There's a lot of screaming in that scene. Okay, so now that we're all here, whenever here may be, I guess we'll find out soon enough. Let's go out through this door. No, I don't know what happens if you head back into the other room. I don't know if you even can at this point.
Think you can find a way through?
Don't worry. I can do it. Wait here.
I'm counting on you, Mar.
So what would have happened is if we chose one of the other characters, we wouldn't get that whole scene with the time travel. And then we may have came to the stream again, but basically wouldn't be able to do anything in here. I believe. Probably could have tried it out just to see for fun, but oh well. Some more incense. There's a couple different levels. I think green is the weakest. Blue is medium. And then purple's the high-end one. You know what's funny? That is kind of consistent with, you know, I've been playing a lot of these games lately. We have different quality levels like Cyberpunk. And it's still the same logic, right? Yeah, green is the weakest, and blue is like a higher level. And then purple's always the highest. So I guess even back in Orphen, they still have that kind of coloring scheme for item rarity. Just how long has that been a thing for, I wonder? Huh, funny. I never really thought of it back then, anyway. And I guess that's why he had to be Mar, because only he can crawl underneath that doorway.
It opened.
Way to go!
Thanks, Mar.
Oh yeah, Mar is far more useful. Frozen Wasteland, does that mean? Yeah, we're finally here. Look at the cat.
I wonder where Vulcan and Dorton are.
Who cares? It looks like we finally made it to winter. Ah, one big ice skating rink.
Ay! Ouch!
Goodness.
Ooh, how's it look from down there?
Stop making fun of me. I have no problem with ice.
Just don't break the ice, okay?
Yeah, I love the way Lucky's
It's
sliding
too
around back
cold
there.
for a swim.
Didn't we just save? Alright, I'm not gonna save every single time because it's starting to get a bit annoying. I always get stuck in the menu when trying to save anyway. Watch us get into a fight where we die now, though. That'd be funny. Yeah, wolf puppy. That's right. It's always hard to tell what it looks like in the graphics of the game. At least this game. Oh, you know what? I remember now. So when I was doing the speedrun, I think there's a way to bypass this fight. And you have to like get up a bunch of momentum sliding on the ice, and then you just kind of jump over it. That's one thing I remember at least. Now, let me run out of the way so I don't get grabbed by the hand. Should probably pay attention here. So these guys, they're weak to fire, they're weak to fire. The huggers, they're actually weak to ice. And is that lightning? Or is that shadow? So I think there's a dark attack. No, I think the dark is the dark green. Yeah, this is effective against the huggers. Okay. What are these? We can just use fire against these. They're kind of weak to everything. Well, a lot of things, anyway. Oh, wow. That was pretty good. What did, I think that was Mar doing something. It did a bunch of damage to the enemies. Sometimes they will do something that's useful to your partners, but you can't just count on them. They just kind of stumble upon winning strategies every now and then.
Yes!
Told you I'm strong.
Yeah, I guess so. What's funny is she doesn't actually tell you she's strong, she just says, told you I'm strong. Which I guess is a way of telling you. Oh, the music ended. I wonder if this is a glitch. Oh wait, no, it's kicking in. Okay. I was gonna say, because we definitely had music before for this part. Yeah, I mean, you kind of see those enemies every now and then anyway. So you'll see them in the non-icy part too. Alright. Seriously, that healing is gonna last us for most of the game. Because you can only use the healing in the overworld anyway, it doesn't actually work in the fights. As silly as that may seem. Even if you could go into your menu to use an item in the fight, what happens is it just restarts the fight. So it would be completely pointless. I think we have to get a cutscene to trigger, and I forget where we have to stand to do it. There we go. Oh, you hear my controller vibrating? Hey, look, there's a frozen ship. I wonder if that's our
Ice
ship.
isn't hard enough to support our weight.
Could
So
be.
what should we do, Orphen?
Let me think, damn it.
Orphen. Language. Well, the way that thing's swaying, how has it not been knocked over already?
I can get us out of here. I don't weigh enough to fall through. Mar,
we'll
it's
see.
too dangerous. I'll be okay.
Be funny if Cleo was just like, wait, are you calling me fat, Mar? The hell? I think you do get into a fight with Mar alone here. And I forget if it's gonna be a pain, because Mar is only equipped with a certain amount of attacks, and I think you could probably find more attacks for him, but I don't know if we did. Each of the side characters does get like one or two additional weapons or spells they could use, and I don't know if we found it for him, because I think you actually do have to go out of your way to get it. They're in chests rather than getting them after fights. Oh boy. Whoa. There we go. No platforming lows this time around. And there's a fight here. There we go. Not too many enemies, but let's see how they are. I don't know what Mars attacks elements are. Again, I'm probably just gonna spam them because I have no idea what to do. Try to outlast this. Oh, and he's gonna attack us too. So I think that might be wind-based, because it's greenish. If I looked at what items equipped, it probably would say the flutable wind or something to that effect. That was it? Oh. Alright, well never mind about the fight. That was pretty
Let's
easy.
get going.
Let's. We have a fun segment of the game to get to. Now this is the part it would have been really fun if Mike was around for. Hey, we can see ourselves through the ice. How fancy. What do we do here? Just drop down maybe? There we go. And just lifts us out of the water. Well, not the water, but the lower area we were in.
Awesome! Mar, that flute is amazing!
How do you do that?
I don't know.
It's magic.
I don't know anything about her, really. Except for this song, of course.
So,
Well, yeah.
Mar,
Obviously.
was your mother a musician or something?
I think she was. All I remember is this song. She used to hum it to me.
I bet there's something in that tower that will help us find your mother. Come on!
Let's go!
Is there anything else we have to do out here before going in? I don't think so. I think there may be some item that's tucked around on the corner. Let's see if I'm correct about this. Probably be another healing item. Yay, there's a chest. Oh yeah, the sleeping chimes, that's one of the other items that you could use at a certain point in this. And, oh, another chest. Oh, I have to go the... Or can I jump? No, it won't let me jump there. May as well check it out. Oh, is there something all the way up there? I think most times just go right in the building, because you don't really need to get these. Good healing on that. And I may be wrong, but I'm going to check my menu in just a second because I want to see something. There we go. Oh, that's right. So yeah, the incense... Well, we have a blue one, so they do the same amount. Now, why they have two different items to do the same thing, I have no idea. Again, I wonder if this is one of the things that's kind of unfinished. Like, maybe they were going to have different items or different things. Like, one was going to heal magic, but they don't really have, like, a magic bar in this game. Or some kind of MP system.
You hear that, don't you? The music is coming from this tower.
Yeah, but this isn't the right tower. And it's not the same music.
Well, let's take a look anyway.
Oh no, what will we do?
We might find a clue.
But how are we supposed to get in there? The drawbridge is frozen solid.
I don't know. Wait, I got it. If we go back to our normal time, the ice will be all melted, right?
You might be right. Well, I guess we need to go back anyway. So how do we do it?
Maybe it's like making a wish. You think about when you want to be.
That'll never work. Whoa.
Or maybe you just need to doubt in the power of the egg and it'll prove you wrong. That could be it. Imagine if someone got stuck behind in the past, or the future, whatever that's supposed to be.
Cool! We jumped back!
I can't believe that actually worked.
Just believe in the heart of the egg,
Music's still
yes.
playing.
Let's go!
Alright, here we go. The music tower segment.
What is this place? The music's coming from somewhere above.
I don't see any stairs. What the hell is that?
Orphen. Okay, let's save our game here. Okay. Now this is the part of the game where you have tons of puzzles to do. So let's talk to this frog-looking thing. This man-like frog. So there's that song we have to play, and now we have to recreate it.
That sounds like part of the last song.
Yeah,
Let's
but not the
try
part we needed.
playing the phrases in order.
That's the end of the song. Okay, so that's the beginning. So we need this one. I think that one. That one is last. Alright, let's see if I can get this. We have to reset it, though. Yeah, I know what it sounds like. So it's this one.
That sounds like part of the last
I don't know which
song.
one's which yet. I think that's right. Should be correct. Let's play it back together. Yeah, alright, that sounds good to me. This should open up the way ahead now.
We did it!
Awesome! Now, the reason why I say I wish Mike was here for this, because he absolutely hated this part of the game. It took him forever to figure that stuff out. According to him, he's got a bit of tone deafness. So he's not able to figure that out as easily as it is for most people. I'll admit, even for me, it could be a difficult thing to figure out here. I think we could light these up and they do something. Yeah, like they draw in all the bugs, so they're not attacking us. We just have to take out these plants, which are of course weak to fire. This is one of the easy weaknesses to figure out. And then we target this. Oh, I should have the other attack. This would make this a little bit easier at this point. Oh, good. Mar helped out by doing the his special attack for that one.
Told you I'm strong.
Basically, I'm going to want to go back to using the other spell. Maybe I should show up what happens if you switch spells in combat. That way you guys see for next time. I think that's what I'll do. And, don't know if there's any chests or anything in these rooms. I don't think so. I think this is pretty straightforward. And don't worry, there's going to be more than that. It's kind of a series of puzzles. Now I'm brave. We don't need to do a save. Alright, here's the next one. Alright, so we have an annoying sound. So what we have to do is just walk slowly. And then approach the frog from behind. And activate it.
Look!
And that's the puzzle. Easy when you know how to do it. But I'm sure that confused me as a kid. And I know from Mike's video it confused him because he didn't know what to do at first. He was just running all around trying to figure out where to go. Seems like they would have something tucked away in here. But I'm not actually seeing any items. Alright, we'll just keep on going then. Yeah, I make that look very, very simple. They do give you a hint if you're having trouble, though. They'll be like, oh, what's the deal with that frog?
Orphen, look! What is that thing?
And more phone frogs.
dog. Why don't you go first, Orphen? Be careful, Orphen.
So this uses
Why do I
everyone's
always
favorite
have to go first?
puzzle mechanic, and that's memorization. Now this, I'm not going to be so good at. You're worried about it moving, Shadowcat? Well, I think it'll be fine. I think we start off on this bronze, and then we go gray, and then bronze again, and then we hop over to this one. I forget if the last one's gray or bronze. Oh, we did it. Okay. Alright, first try. Not so bad on that. Oh, there's a weapon from R. The Harp of Darkness.
Wait for us!
And I think that's the last one, by the way. So, not too difficult. We did that all in about 5 minutes for these puzzles here. There I go, bragging away. Yeah, my memory. That's definitely what it was. It was a bit of luck at the end there. Because I forgot which one it would have been. We take out some of these. I think we want to kill that thing in the middle, because that's probably going to be a problem. Is that weak to lightning? That's alright. Let's try using... Oh, he defends. That's right. Some of the enemies actually do defend themselves. You see he puts up the little, barrier. It's that glowing white thing around him. I'll take out these, I almost call them fire flowers like in Mario, but they're not quite. Oh, we can hit this thing next to it. I think that'll attack him, yeah. There we go.
Yes!
So we didn't even need to switch our items there. Another man-eater. I like that song. Let's get to the top of this tower here. See what it is that's awaiting us. Kind of get a little sneak peek on this side. And this is a crazy contraption. Look at this thing. What is this they made? Hey, more lanterns. More healing for us. That we're not using. And believe it or not, we are going to be coming upon another boss very soon. Not going to say what it is just yet, but you'll see shortly. Yeah, summoning bell. That's another item to distract monsters. There's like 3 or 4 of them.
Oh, it's that old lady I saw.
Who are you? I've never seen you people before.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to dispel the curse and save this island.
What curse?
That curse.
Another earthquake!
They're caused by the demon under the island.
Demon?
An evil spirit of the island. As long as the song is playing, it will remain asleep.
So that music machine is...
You saw my machine, eh? It plays the song automatically. But now it's broken. I must get it working again. Fast! I'm drawing up some plans for it now.
Now I get the picture. And what about the music playing right now?
It's played by hand. At the other tower. Oh, if I don't fix that machine...
So the song Mar remembers...
Mar?
Yeah, this boy. He knows the music. I'm trying to find my mother.
Oh.
My mother played it when I was a baby. That's all I remember about her.
Your mother? But it can't be.
You mean you know who I am? Please tell me, where's my mother? Please, I need to know.
I don't know. Why would I know?
Then who's playing this song?
I don't know. I don't know. It's dangerous. Now get off this island.
Come
Interesting
on.
reaction.
I'm busy. I have nothing else to say. Go away.
Yeah, it
She's
seems rather
hiding
defensive.
something.
Maybe, but she's not ever gonna tell us what it is. Mommy.
She mentioned the other tower. Let's go check it out.
Shadowcat says, imagine if the mother's the demon. Plot twist 100. Oh, I'll have to
She
see.
mentioned the other tower. Let's go check it out.
Yeah, Orphen won't let us talk to her, so let's just go out this way then. She's hiding things, you think? At this point, we're probably 2/3 of the way through this storyline anyway, so we are getting close to the end. So we will see the conclusion sooner or later of this one. I feel like Mar's story is actually one of the longer ones. Probably because it's meant to be done last. Now what?
I'm freezing! I am not
Or
dressed
complaining.
for this! Wanna use my cape? Nah, thanks. Orphen!
What?
Fire! Make fire! Use your stupid spells! That's what it's for, right?
No, that's not what it's for, you idiot.
It's gonna be your fault when I freeze to death!
Oh, I love that line.
Look, they're so beautiful!
You wanna play rough, eh, Snake Lady?
So she's weak to fire, so once again the hand of Pyro is going to be our staple weapon. I think we just have to kill her. So I'm going to just focus my attacks on this for the time being. Pretty good job so far. We actually took down 2/3 of her health just from that. Oh, I have to wait for her to get in position. There we go. Keep slapping her with the fire spell, and that's it. That was really quick.
Now that was easy.
Yay, we did it!
I feel like some of these boss fights I'm doing quicker in this run than I did with the speed run. The rest of the game, not so much necessarily. But there's a degree of RNG in the boss fights, and this has been really good so far, I think.
The coldness of destruction!
Oh yeah, that's right, Chuck. That's another one of the lines that I made a sound clip out of at one point.
The coldness of destruction. Ice. Charge up to increase the number of projectiles.
All right, Orphen. Very nice. Shall we move on? So it's funny, to get to the next tower, you just have to walk across this one bridge. It's not as dramatic as getting to the first one, where you had to traverse the frozen wasteland and all that other stuff. It's much more straightforward. And this one is the Tower of Mercy. Will it be merciful?
This is it! This is my mother's song!
Well, yeah, in this puzzle, or in this tower, we don't have any puzzles to solve, so I guess that's mercy. What is up here? What will it be?
Who's that girl?
You there. Who are you?
Well, who are you? You're supposed to say your own name first and then ask? Sheesh. It's manners. Don't you know any manners?
Easy, Cleo. We heard the music and followed it. We talked to some old lady named Jado.
So you met my mother.
You're her daughter? What in the hell is going on around here?
Mother probably told you already. But the demon under the island can only be kept asleep by this song. But now, the music machine is broken, and the demon is starting to awaken. Already there are monsters roaming the island. When the demon fully awakens, the island will sink beneath the waves.
The island's going to sink? Then why aren't you trying to leave?
We've been on this island for generations and we have nowhere to go. My daughter Ronnie has been playing the song non-stop. She's too exhausted to move. I don't know what to do.
Demons? Magic songs? Music machines? Just who exactly are you people?
My family and the song have been guardians of this island for generations. Our sole purpose for living is to keep the demon asleep.
All this part reminds me of Lost,
Mother?
the TV show. At least with the way the lines are worded.
No. I'm not your mother. I don't have a son.
You have to go on Mori,
But why?
find out who the mother is.
Ronnie,
It's pretty bad you don't even know who the mother is.
leave
Much
this
less the father.
island. Save yourselves. Please get out now while you have the chance.
So, Mar, that woman's not your mother? I don't know. Her face, I thought... But she says she doesn't have any sons. What do you think we should do if the island really is sinking? Orphen, don't just stand there, say something!
Orphan's so
It's just
useless.
well, if she really was his mother, why would she deny it? Either way, there's nothing we can do about it. I think it's time we went home.
Orphen, think
Just
about
like that.
Mar's feelings! I want to help that girl. I have to help Ronnie. I have to. Huh? Wait a minute. Why her? I don't know. Cleo, Orphen, please help me just a little while
He's
longer.
getting main character syndrome. Oh no. Mari, you're not the main character of this game. What are you thinking?
I'm going to rebuild that music machine. Are you sure? Do you know how? But Ronnie, I have to save her. I don't know why, but something just keeps telling me I have to save her.
Ah, 'tis love, as beautiful as the ocean, yet mysterioso as the sky.
Mar, ready to go? Yeah!
All right! I'm sorry! Let me go!
So all these cutscenes are so wacky and don't fit in with anything else going on. Alright, back to the tomb it is. So each of these storylines is kind of broken up into thirds, and each of them kind of ends up with you going to the tomb here.
Doesn't it feel like the tremors are getting stronger?
Yeah, it sure does. And I don't know what this evil demon is, but if we don't get that music machine fixed, we're gonna be swimming home.
But we don't even know how to fix the music machine. What should we do? Couldn't we use the crystal egg somehow? Good idea! I forgot about the egg.
Yeah, well, there's only one problem. We don't know the first thing about how to use it.
But
I guess you need to get Vulcan
maybe we
Dorton
can
back.
Ask somebody.
Again.
Well, I guess it's worth a shot.
Oh, that's interesting, yeah. So technically you wouldn't really know for sure at this point about what point in time we are currently. So there would be that sort of question in the air about like, oh, what if there's something weird with them actually being some kind of distant relation? Because, I mean, you kind of just assume that with the time travel, they could have ended up anywhere, right? Kind of like how I was saying earlier on. But if we do come back here, we're going to see in a second anyway. Let's get out of this. Well, not here apparently. Maybe upstairs. Yep, so if you come upstairs, there's all the characters that we came to the island with. So we actually are still in our current time, despite all the jumping around. we actually conveniently ended up in the same time period that we left from. So as interesting as that would be of an idea if they did something like that, we actually, for the sake of plot, ended up in the same period of time anyway. Did I ever play The Bouncer? It was another PS2 game? No, I did not.
Magnus,
I don't even remember it. The name.
do you know how to use a crystal egg?
Cleo asked me the same
Ooh, but
thing.
Shadowcat says maybe Martin from this
Sorry.
period of time.
I don't know anything about
Interesting.
it.
Oh, well. Magnus, listen to me. This island is about to sink. I want you to be ready to escape, okay?
What? What are you talking
First the
about?
ship sinks, now the
What do
island
you
sinking?
mean we're gonna sink?
Calm down, all right? Look, we're gonna do what we can to stop that from happening.
Master! Is everything going to be okay?
I sure hope so.
So the funny thing about this, you know how I kind of joked around about, like, oh, this sounds like voice lines from Lost before? When they were all going about, like, oh, yeah, they're the guardians of the island, they're here to defend the island and all that, blah, blah, blah. It really does seem like the whole last couple of seasons of Lost was lifted from Orphen. Because just to go back on Lost, which I talk about every now and then, with Lost, there's like a group of people that defend the island. There's this mysterious group of people who do things out of or what they call being the good guys, and they're there to protect the island, to defend it no matter what. And then what happens in the final season of Lost is that there's this whole plot point about how the island's going to sink, and you have to save the island. There's like this volcano or whatever that's supposed to be going off, and there's like this kind of like demon-like being on the island called the Smoke Monster that really starts to make itself known in the last season, and you find out it's like actually a person and all this complicated stuff. And I have to wonder, was someone playing Orphen back in 2000 and decided to rip off of it? Because I can almost see it. Just almost.
Hey, do you know anything about the crystal egg?
A little boy just asked me that question.
Oh, and there's a bunch of time travel
you
in the
don't
end of
know,
Lost
huh?
too, for some reason.
He told you about the danger, right? Get off this island as soon as you can.
Yes, I'm planning to leave soon. I guess I came all this way for nothing. Oh, Rufus.
Oh, Rufus. Who's Rufus, though? She keeps mentioning Rufus. Well, if we do our storyline, we might find out. Let's see what he has to say now.
Hey, do you know anything about the crystal egg?
Miss Cleo asked me the same question. Unfortunately, I've never heard of it.
Oh, well. Hey, Zeus, there's something else I need to tell you. You probably already know this, but the island might be in serious trouble.
I was planning on leaving the island soon in any case. It seems that the daughter I was searching for was never here.
Or was she? So, looks like Mars in here. I don't see Cleo either, so I guess that's all we had to do. Talk to
Master,
Magnus one more time.
is everything going to be okay?
Yeah, just gesticulate more with your hands and everything will be fine, Magnus. Yeah, we got a lot of drama happening with our friends that we traveled here with. We may find out more about it later if we decide to accompany them in the, I guess we'll call it the New Game Plus mode for now. So that's sort of what it would be in other games. I don't know if New Game Plus was as much of a thing back then. I guess there probably were a few games that had a New Game Plus mode, but I didn't really play much of them. Alrighty then. Another pathway has opened up, and hopefully the characters are there, so yeah, we can move along. Looks like it. Should we see what they have to say again?
Oh, I'm so lonely.
Oh, she's a
Won't
lonely
you come with
orphan.
me, orphan?
Are you swayed by a lonely young woman? What's this? It's a long pause here. Oh, Magnus had to
Master,
catch up.
Have you forgotten? We've got a job to do.
Come on, orphan.
Oh, I see.
Can't get distracted by women. Or
Master Orphen,
tall
it
men.
is time for me to leave. Will you accompany me?
Master, have you forgotten? We've got a job to do.
I understand.
Oh, what's a popular word with you,
Another time,
Shadowcat?
perhaps.
Shenanigans? I think shenanigans is a fun word if that's what you're talking about.
How'd it go?
Not good. Nobody knows anything. Any luck?
That's just
I
where
couldn't
Jason said
find
that
out
marches backwards is
anything.
ram.
How'd you do, Orphan?
No better.
Oh.
Oh, look who it is in the background.
Isn't that the old lady? Hello?
What? You people are still here? Didn't I warn you to get off this island?
But we're
Listen,
stranded.
lady, we can't leave just yet. Are your daughter and granddaughter okay?
You met them?
Yeah?
I don't know how much longer Ronnie can keep playing the organ. She looks like she's going to die of exhaustion soon. I'm on the way to fix the machine.
Is she okay? Is she gonna be alright?
Yes, she's resting now.
Look, we were thinking that we could help fix the music machine.
Thank you, but you can't help me. I'm not even sure if I can put it back together.
Oh, well.
Oh,
Maybe
well.
we should just bash it with the crystal egg and see what happens.
Be serious, Cleo.
What? What did she say? The crystal egg? You have found the crystal egg?
Huh? Yeah. Here.
Oh,
He just casually tosses it like
Leave it.
the thing
The
wouldn't break if it
legendary
drops.
crystal
It's so
egg.
delicate.
It really exists. With this, we can fix the music machine.
Really? So,
No, I'm lying.
you
Just getting
know
hopes
how
up.
to use that thing?
It is described in the old legends. I'm the only one left that knows them now.
Then it looks like we're back
Hopefully he
in
doesn't
business.
just die right
Let's
now.
go.
That'd be a shame.
We must hurry.
Yeah, don't you love that, Shadow Cat? Ah, the crystal egg. The one-of-a-kind item. Oh, I guess she's going on without us. Better keep up. That old woman can really run.
Think you can find a way through?
Don't worry. I can do it. Wait here.
I'm counting on you, Mar.
I mean, to be fair, I think anyone could do this part. You just have to jump correctly. Haven't you seen any other platformers, Orphan? Come on now. Alright, there's some items on the side we can possibly pick up. Shall we do so? More incense, lanterns, smelly bags. Oh, a summoning bell, of course. There's like 6 type of items, and of course I said the wrong one. There's a lantern. You may wonder, what's the deal with the colors? I don't know. I guess they thought it would look cool. Just my luck, as always. Hey, it's back to the Watercourse Labyrinth as we head over to the organ that's busted. This is firmly into the end game of the scenario now. No, I said we're gonna have to make use of those things eventually.
Monsters!
The summoning bells, the chimes.
Granny here will get waxed before we even get near that music machine.
The seal is nearly broken.
No
We
one wants to
must
see
fix
Granny
the
get
organ.
waxed.
Every minute counts.
Cleo and I will hold off the monsters here. Mar, take the old lady to the music machine.
Will they be okay
I love how
alone?
insulting he is constantly
Handle it,
referring to the
Mar.
old lady.
Yeah. Let's go. I won't let those bugs get you.
Hey, what's your name again? Don't care. Old lady, old bag.
Oh, Mar. Fate works in mysterious ways.
What does she mean by that, I wonder? So the deal with the old lady is you can't get too far from her, or she stops, and the bugs will immediately try to kill her. So you have to use one of these items here to distract the bugs. It's basically the best way of doing it. So use this one. Should distract them for now. So you have to just kind of keep her within sight. That way you know if she's going to stop or not. And I think there's a way to fight the monsters too. Or maybe not in this one. Maybe he can't use his item for this part of the game. I kind of forget. Also, she can get stuck in the corner, so you want to be careful she doesn't get stuck. Let me make sure I get this and use it to another useful item. Probably not, though. Oh, that'll help stop the monsters again if we have to. Now I got a whole new batch of monsters, so we have to distract them again. Whoops, I let them get a little bit too close. She's probably going to take a hit or so, but that should be okay. Let's use the smelly bag this time. Why not? Oh, good, they didn't attack her. And this is seriously the only point in the game where you really need to use those items. So it's kind of funny. You will find them in the other parts of the game, too, if you're doing the other storylines, but there's no other mission like this where you have to escort someone and make sure they don't get hit. So it's funny how that works. I think there's maybe one other section of the game where you have monsters like this that try to chase you down, and it might be useful to use the item. Oh, see, they're unfrozen again. I think it also depends on where they're located in the room. They may or may not activate, even if it hasn't been the full 30 seconds. Shadowcat's throwing out all these different possibilities of how these characters could be related. What if Mar was the granny's husband, but way back in the past? That'd be funny, too. I'm trying not to say what exactly it is. I mean, for all we know. I mean, I actually know what it is regardless. It could be a lot simpler than it is. And I don't think you have to wait very long. Come on, Granny. Before those bugs catch up with us. Practically there. I don't think we have to use another item. There we go. But we still have to fight them on our own. Even though these are different looking bugs. So, we'll just use the basic attack that we've been using the entire time. Actually, did that change on us? Because now it's purple. Wasn't it green in the past? I think the game automatically equipped a different item for Mar. What am I doing there? Alright, that attack does nothing. Just spam this guy to death. Knock this one out right in front of us, because he's trying to hit us with something, it looks like. Now this guy's trying to attack us. Oh, don't worry, it's fun to have silly theories. It's all good. Jason saying Mar is their father's cousin, nephew's former roommate. Yeah, imagine if we just like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon somehow related to them. That'd be amusing. Oh, we got the sandworm. Cool. Not Beetlejuice sandworm, but it'll do.
Good job,
hey, look, they finally
Mar.
caught up.
Way to go.
Thanks. I did my best. We're not out of trouble yet. Look!
All right.
You know what's funny?
Don't they ever give up? Cleo,
There's a
Mar,
voice line
Let's take them.
in this game about, oh, you two finally caught up that Orphen says all the time. He doesn't actually say it in this playthrough because you never spend time with Magnus and Cleo alone. I think that's the only time he uses it in the game. Let's try using the lightning. Isn't that what they're weak against? All these little bugs in the ground are annoying me, though. But you know what might happen? I think Mar might equip different items when he's doing the fights by himself. Maybe. Maybe that's why it switched. Can we kill these damn things? There we go. Annoying little worms.
Told you I'm strong.
Ah, yes, the Votoru have been added to my famous picture book. You can actually look at the picture book if you want when you're loading the game. I don't know if I've ever shown that off.
Guardian of time, guide me to the true path.
It's fixed!
No, not quite.
Huh?
It's not doing anything. I was afraid of this.
Perhaps not even the powers of the crystal egg can repair it. But not
Oh,
to
no.
fear. I think if I do some tinkering...
Well, better get on it.
For many generations, my family has been cursed with the duty of protecting this island with our music. Our task is made even harder by the fact that only music played by a young girl can keep the demon asleep.
Does
Young girl,
it
huh?
have to be a girl?
What?
Would it work if a boy played the music? Mar, what are you saying?
It's not impossible. There have been instances when boys have played the song.
Really?
But a boy can only keep the demon asleep for a short period of time. And even then, it comes at the price of his life. It's all up to Ronnie now. So, we have no need for boys in our family.
Oh.
Our
Rude.
lives are not our own. We are tied to this island from birth. I tried to relieve us of our fate by constructing this self-playing music machine. But even so, it breaks down quite often. So we're still trapped on this cursed
Well, maybe if you had a
island.
boy, you could have raised him to be an engineer, and he could have worked on making a better music machine. You know, someone to keep tinkering on these things after you've passed away.
That should do it.
Really? So Ronnie can rest? It's working!
Then everything's okay again?
Yeah, it's fine. Look at it.
No! Not now! We didn't make it in time!
What do you mean?
Oh! The beast broke the seal while Ronnie was resting. The beast has awakened!
You've got to be kidding.
How? Oh, it's all over. The island is doomed.
There you have it. Now it's busted again.
What's that?
The entrance to the underground labyrinth. That's where the demon lies.
Cleo, ready to go?
Yep.
Get off this island as soon as you can. Mar, you must go too.
No, you don't understand. We're going after the demon.
What?
If we wanted to run away, we would have done so a long time ago. Without a ship, however, I prefer to stick it out here.
That's right. Plus, it wouldn't look too cool if we let the island sink, now would it? The only thing left to do is to kill that silly old demon.
Don't be fools! It's not just some monster! Your powers cannot stop it!
Who wants to grow old and die in bed? I'll show that demon a few tricks.
Bravo! You're the greatest of them all, Orphen. You're finally a hero.
Hey! What do you mean, finally?
You must get off the island, Mar. You can use my sailboat to escape.
No,
Oh,
I can't.
hold out on us.
I finally understand why I'm on this island. This is it. This is why. I have to go with them.
Yeah, this whole part is very Lost-like.
Oh, gods, please protect my grandson.
Oh, there you go. She slipped it. What do you
Let's
say
go.
now? Oh, I can't talk to her again. So now we've understand the family dynamic here. Yeah, it's all about destiny, and there's no escaping from it. They tried to send him away, but he came back. He was led here. Or at least that's what it sounds like, huh?
This could get tricky. I'll go on ahead.
Alright, so now we got a lot of deadly puzzles. This is where we might actually use some of the healing at last. If we run into some problems here. Now, of course, it's up to Orphen to handle these. Aw, Shadowcat's only slightly disappointed it wasn't the wild time travel shenanigans. I know they had plenty of opportunity for it. Hey, if you do want wild time travel shenanigans with weird relationships that get discovered halfway through, that's what Lost is there for. Because they actually do have that in Lost, where several people end up being related in unexpected ways to each other. And thanks to time travel, it can get a little bit confusing. Another show that did that well, if you don't mind watching something that's subtitled or translated, there's a TV show called Dark, I think it was. And it was originally German. And also has some stuff to do with time travel and people being oddly related to one another. I think we have to hide in here real quick. I'm actually serious. I do wonder if the writers of Lost stole from Orphen. I think they must have been some of the people who played this game back in 2000. And then we were trying to figure out a finale because the thing with Lost was it was originally started by J.J. Abrams, right? I think he was the one that... Oh, that's right. I remember this now. This is going to be tough. He was the one that came up with the initial concept of the show. But then he left the show early on to do his own thing. And they got different writers to kind of handle the rest of the show. So maybe they kind of borrowed from Orphen because they didn't know what to do. It was very hard to time. There we go. No worries about caps lock. It's all good. I will not get offended if you're screaming at me in the chat. These jumps are so hard to make. Pretty much have to go to the point where you're falling down and then do the jump, then fall into the lava. See, now we get a chance to actually use the healing. Because we don't want to die here. Let's use one of the blue ones. 30 should be good, I guess. You'd think they would just tell you the number of how much health you have, but they don't. Yeah, it's practical. Okay, we've done it. The funny thing was, when I did the speedrun, I actually did die here, if I remember correctly. So there's little sections like this in each of the storylines too, where it's the underground labyrinth puzzle thing. But I think Mars questline does have the most difficult one, if I remember correctly. I think with the rest of them, they're all a little bit easier than this one. And that in particular, the part where you have to jump the lava with the things, swinging both ways. I think we have to do this. But what's over here? Oh boy. It's really easy to get hit twice there and get killed right away. That's happened to me before because your character gets stuck in a loop with the animation. But anyway, no worries about using the health items here because, again, this is going to be the toughest part of the game. I don't know what would have been the other way. Maybe it's just a chest. Oh, and, wait, actually, I think there's a trick to this. Yeah, you can just walk along the wall and you don't get hit. Because it's actually not up against it fully.
Where does
I remember
this
that now.
lead to?
Who knows? But we'll
Otherwise,
find
it's so
out when we
tough
get there.
time.
What if it leads to buried gold?
What?
It leads to a demon. We already know
I
that.
read it in a book. Pirates bury their treasure on islands like this.
Ugh, Cleo. Those are just stories.
There has to be treasure down here. We'll probably find tons of pirate gold. Then you won't have to be poor anymore,
We're
Orphen.
watching too much of the Goonies
I'm
lately,
not
Cleo.
poor. I'm temporarily short of funds.
Orphans poor?
Children should mind their own business.
Ugh, Mar. Orphen isn't just poor. He's poor and stupid.
Shut up.
What
Come
the
on,
hell is
Mom.
that all about,
We
Cleo?
don't need her.
So
Are you
rude.
angry, Orphen? Huh? What are you? What an ugly face you have there. No, shoot, go away!
Slowly becomes a cartoon.
What could that be?
Oh, good one, Cleo. Yeah.
This game is so wacky at times. So it's funny, so you start off the fight and the enemies actually do kind of pour into the room later on, if I remember correctly. Oh, we have this guy trying to charge this. Let's try to get away from him real quick. Yep, here are the bugs to join us. What are they teaming up on? It says we can team up on someone, but I don't know who it is now. So it's kind of nice that when you do an attack, it does kind of freeze, so you can see what you're hitting. Get away from me, dude. Of course, I can't hit the guy as he's walking. The shots don't quite track the enemies. Alright, so now we've cleaned up the mess that Cleo got us into. We can pretty much move on. And yeah, you can see the cat does, or the wolf pup does attack the enemies.
Yes!
Which is pretty cool.
Strong.
Well, wolf pup's more strong than you, but okay. And I think that's it. Or is there a fight? Yeah, there's one more fight before we jump in there. Let's get these guys who are right next to us first. Oh, they're gonna do their stupid thing where they block us. So let's get these enemies first then. Oh, this guy's trying to spit in our face. Let's block. I had to move there because that guy will pick you up and do damage to you. The beholder. It's kind of like the hugger as well. Oh wait, let's see if we could target this one because he's weak right now. Right? When they're out of position, you can do damage to them and they're not really blocking. Oh, grabbed Cleo. What a shame. And you can't really do anything once they're grabbed. Can I target this guy? Yeah, he's practically dead. Oh no, this one isn't. It showed me the health of the other guy. So I'm gonna charge up an attack and then try to unleash. Yeah, when he's distracted. There we go. Nice. You know, I knock the combat system a lot, but I do enjoy it. There's just a couple of improvements they could have made to really refine it and make it more enjoyable. But overall, I do like the concept behind it. What's funny here, it looks a bit jumpy, so I'm gonna do that thing again where I mess with the settings. Hopefully it doesn't reset on me. Especially since we didn't save. We'll see here. Graphics. Set it back to the adaptive. Some of these scenes in this game, I just remember being blurry for some reason though. Yeah, I think this one is just like that in particular. Oh well, I'm not gonna put it too much. Maybe it's just an effect of the game to try to, I don't know, some kind of artistic reason. Oh,
I can't see a thing.
now it's fine.
Orphen! There's a big torch over here.
Thanks, Cleo.
How you gonna light it?
There we go.
Ta-da! See?
Wait, you thought we could just use Hand of Pyro? Yeah, alright, we're getting really close to the end now. We get the dramatic music now, too. I think there are a few things in here we can get. Probably nothing particularly useful. The funny thing is, even if we were to get an item from Mar, we can't use it anyway, because I think that was the last of his fights. Yeah, you only really have like 2 or 3 fights with each of the side characters in the game. Oh, the sword kind of lights up the area around you, even better than the attack. I don't remember where each of the switches are, by the way. If you're wondering. I think we probably went the wrong way. No, actually we went the right way, we just didn't get any of the torches. But we did find the way out of here, that's funny. Well, we kind of bypassed that puzzle.
We're here, but... what is it? I don't see any demons or anything. Oh.
Yeah, or at least the end of Mar's
I was
quest
looking
line.
forward to a good fight.
Perhaps today is a good day to die, as the Klingons say. Ah, one last puzzle before we go.
There's something written on these big stones.
That which
Says
is
put the stones in the
incomplete
holes.
leads to destruction. Complete me. Silence and tranquility will be your reward.
This place seems to be the foundation of the island.
Is it saying that incomplete things are unstable?
Yes, and that's why there were earthquakes.
What about Ronnie and the music?
Resonance. The music and the vibrations of the stones were in resonance. They canceled each other out, but that couldn't last forever. When the ceiling collapsed on the music machine, they fell out of sequence. They haven't been in harmony since.
We gotta fix the foundation. Mark? If I don't fix it, Ronnie will...
So, yet another thing, going back to Lost. Oh, I can reset this if I want to. I don't think I even knew you could do that. The end of Lost basically involves the islands become unstable because they took a giant plug out of a hole. And then the finale is them putting the plug back in the hole. And that's supposed to restore the stability of the island. See what I'm saying, guys? It's very strange. Very strange indeed. Oh, I have to move this to the other side first. Hold on. See if that's good enough. I'm not just being completely crazy on this, I don't think. Of course, when they say restoring silence and tranquility, perhaps they should consider that they could be talking about the sweet silence and tranquility of death. Like, maybe they're trying to go that way. Should we be doing this? This could be the wrong thing to do. Yeah, but no, they never really think of the consequences. So I guess you could get these stuck if you're not careful. I think it is kind of particular about how you position these. They won't always go in right away. Oh, we got it though.
That's the demon!
It's about time. And I was starting to feel let down.
You can't scare me! I'm not afraid!
Yeah, you don't sound afraid at all. Alright, so the blocks were the demon. Who would have thought? Now, I have no idea what the weakness of this is. Actually, this is pretty much scripted for a while here, so we just have to defend ourselves. Wait and see what happens. But I'm not sure if we would have wanted to have the other item equipped, the area of effect spell. Oh, you see that in the middle? What's that? There's a little something there for a second. Yeah, when you heard demon, you probably weren't imagining a bunch of blocks. Yeah, that would have done damage. So you could try to hit it.
I'm hitting it with everything I have. But it's no use. It's just no use.
Uh-oh.
Mar? No!
Don't do it.
Oh look, we've exposed the demon. Oh, he moves. Okay. Now where's he?
The bolt of thunder.
Oh, he didn't move that time. Yeah, so Mars playing the song to give us a chance to defeat this thing.
The bolt of thunder.
Seems like the thunder's not particularly effective. Let's try using the fire. I don't know if we have any other elements to use. I think this might be the only ones we have. They don't seem particularly useful though from what we're doing so far. What's going on here? So that shield also doesn't last forever, which is sometimes why you don't want to keep it active all the time. Oh no, he's weakening. There's actually a mini-boss like this in Genshin Impact? Interesting. Well, now we don't have a way to attack this thing again. We're just gonna stay still here. I think you can charge it with your sword, but I don't think this is any good for you. You probably just take damage. Just in case it decided to attack there. So this is kind of a waiting game. I think you could try to attack if you want. I don't know if that speeds it up at all. Probably not. But I like doing it to see if it actually does make things go a little bit quicker. Still no attack. Hey, at least the blocks are having a lot of fun if they're dancing, right? So I guess the blocks are possessed by the demon. The demon's that weird eyeball thing, or at least that's a manifestation of it. Alright, here we go. He's getting his energy back. Let's see if we do a little bit more damage this time.
Mommy.
Alright, it's back for now. Okay, getting him down another health bar at least. Or health gem, whatever you want to call these things.
The bolt of thunder.
Oh, here we go. We're weakening him up now pretty good. Okay, we're moving to the next stage of the fight. Here we go.
Now.
Pretty sure she's gonna start doing some new stuff here. There it is. Ah, got poisoned. Damn it. I have to defend against this. Right, now I have a chance to hit him. Ah, come on. Maybe I should have had the other spell for this part. Well, I think we charge him now. That sort of worked. He's gonna do this again. There we go. Yeah, that one charged attack did us a lot of good. We were able to get it at just the right moment. So I know he enters that last phase if you get him down to just a little bit of health, but I don't think that always is the case. Because sometimes I think you can enter that last phase and he still has a lot of health.
Now that was easy.
Probably if you're taking too long to fight him.
The Hammer of Evil!
The Hammer of Evil. Darkness. Charge up to summon the elemental spirit.
But what's gonna happen to Mar?
I did it. Now Ronnie will be okay.
Mar, why did you do it?
I think I was destined to come here. Thank you, Cleo, for everything. I never had a friend before. But now that you're here...
What are you saying? Mar.
Yes?
Please, can you forgive your mother?
Mother? It is you. I finally found you. I've been looking for you for so long. Mother, why? Why did you leave me?
Not a day went by that I didn't cry myself to sleep, wondering what had become of you.
Mar? Ronnie, does this mean you're my sister? Are you okay?
I'm fine now. Thanks to you, little brother. We're gonna have so much fun together.
I always wanted a sister. I just couldn't bear to see you suffer anymore.
Mar.
I'm so sorry, Mar. It was I who suggested you be sent from the island. Your mother was against the idea. I forced her to do it. We knew if you were to remain here that one day your music would cost you your life. I can't imagine how lonely you must have been. Forgive me.
It's okay, Grandma. I understand. I finally met my mother. And now I have a sister, too. It was my destiny.
Hey! Don't believe any of that silly destiny talk, kid. You're gonna be fine.
Please, look after this for me.
Your flute?
I think it should be with you now, Orphen.
What are you saying? You love that flute.
Mar!
Aw.
Mar! Oh! Oh! Mar! No! Not now! You can't go! It's not fair!
Do you think Mar was happy at the end? Meeting his mother and all?
Well, I suppose he's the only one that could really answer that question.
Well, I think he was happy. Don't you?
Cleo, you're not crying, are you?
Well, why wouldn't I be crying? If it weren't for Mar, we'd all be at the bottom of the ocean. Twerp!
Yeah, Magnus is incredibly rude here.
What did I do?
What do you think you did? You're uncharacteristically rude.
Just had to go and get himself killed, saving the rest of us. Damn it.
Yeah, Magnus being so rude there is kind of out of character. Usually isn't that bad. Guess just when I'm bickering with Cleo once again for the end of the game.
Long have I waited for your coming. Forever imprisoned here by the chains of eternity. Unfortunately, there is little I can do, except wait. You have done well, Orphen. Very well. But your true destiny still awaits before you, unfulfilled.
Is that so?
Here I will remain, waiting. The stage has been set for you to return. Orphen, you are my only hope.
So this brings us to the end of the route. What that all means will be cleared up in due time. I'm going to keep it a secret for now. I'm not going to reveal everything once again. And I think I'm going to end the stream here today. Is there another route after the other two are done? There could be. It could be a little something at the end of all three of them. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. But I did say there'll be some stuff in this game. I'll say that much. So, let's return the game. Since it was about 3 hours, I'm not going to end the stream for now, because I won't have time to do another full one. I'll do one route per stream. So that'll be 3 streams of this game, and I think the bonus thing at the end could probably fit at the end of the last stream I do, because it's not as long as an actual route to this game. So, this will be the ending of this one. If we say no, we'll get some credits, so let's watch the fake credits of the game. Let's see how that is. So Orphen and his friends set sail for home. The world will never know the dark truth beyond the mysterious Chaos Island. Well, there you go. And we'll let things end with this chill music. Thank you guys for coming out. I'll be doing this game again sometime soon so we can wrap it up without too much of a delay, especially since some of you are new to the game and I don't want to keep you guys waiting. There's the credits, in case you're wondering who everyone was. Lists most of the main characters anyway. I don't know if it does all the side characters. Probably not. Or maybe they do. Hopefully they don't spoil anything with some of these credits here. They potentially could. Nah, I guess not. That's good. So tomorrow we'll probably have 7 Days to Die again as usual, because it's Thursday, correct? Yeah. So will I do this game again on Friday? Maybe. Maybe we'll even find some time to do it during the weekend. Maybe it'll be a Saturday finale. We'll see. If you guys want to know my schedule, you should probably be following me on Discord. I usually talk about everything there, the stuff that I plan out. Otherwise, if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll get a notification about the stream, and as soon as I put the stream up to be planned, you should get a notification about that as well, I think. Alright, everyone. Thanks for everything. Glad you guys came out to keep me company on this day. Have a good night, and until I see you again, farewell, everyone.